episode of Open Hearts, the weekly tabletop RPG. We're actually doing it twice in succession for once.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise, but we won't be having one next
Surprise,
week.
everyone. Because, wait, why are we not having it next week again?
Wedding.
Oh, yeah, the wedding.
I have a wedding to go to.
Yeah, we have a wedding to go to. No, he's not getting married.
I wish I was gonna be.
Yet.
Not yet.
Right.
We'll find a lovely, sexy man for you.
First. Like,
homosexual tears.
out of all of us, who do you think I should get married first? Ben, like, by married, I mean, like, I don't know if you count, but, like, hey, if you sign a tax thing with someone, then that counts.
Yeah.
Ben would marry for tax benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apologies.
You're good.
None of us are gonna get married. We're all.
Why don't we just all fucking marry each other?
Polyamory is illegal.
Like,
Taxes get divided 5 ways.
Well, that's not gonna work. We're not gonna become Mormons. God.
Nah.
Okay.
We couldn't become Mormons if we tried, honey.
Yeah.
No.
I'm too gay.
Don't cough, that's my job.
Anyways, we got off track so fucking quickly. Welcome to hell. To recap what happened last episode, Sarzoth fucked up and punted a child and then made the whole rest of the family of sirens very angry and subsequently trapped the entire party within the cathedral. That is until they were able to ring the old cathedral bell to sort of call for aid from the Knights of Atria, who then came and ran off the sirens and escorted them to the temple, where they found no incense or inebriating substances that were dulling the senses of anybody, but an army of knights, giant armor-clad men that walked around like machines. They were met by the only normal person who decided to be an asshole and told them that they couldn't go in.
It was a man.
After much bitching to him and giving him the official notice from Tiranali, they were finally let in, where they were able to take Veranda from the city. But as they were leaving the city limits, Tagok heard something from behind, causing Colbart to take to the skies to investigate, where he found a armor-plated war elephant with a... I can't hear the clipping clopping. It's not picking up on the mic. I know what you're trying to do. We have our cameras on, and I just see Foxy, like, clunk two things together like coconuts.
Fucking Monty Python.
Yeah.
The budget's low, leave us be.
The budget is low. I'm gonna try and do that with, like, I'm gonna experiment now. Hold on.
You might need to turn noise suppression off for that, but...
Yeah.
I don't have noise suppression on, that's the problem.
Weird.
Built in
But either way, Colbert came back to the group not knowing what he just saw. It was like, there's a big fucker! There's a big fucker running up behind us!
He has no idea what an elephant is.
Yes. But some of the others seemingly do. And at the news of this, Veranda takes off on her elk. She's gone down the road. She is not up for games. She is going. And so is Leonia. And the rest of the party follows suit. And now that leads us to where we are currently. In the middle of a chase, you are trying to outrun this elephant as you can hear it getting slightly closer and closer.
Oh god.
So, are you raising your hand for the class?
Yes. Just
Oh
on. I would like to.
Oh yeah, Anastasius is running, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's running on his
Yes.
foot.
He's running. You
What's
say
your running
roll.
speed, Squid
No horse.
Man?
No horse, just
80.
man.
But like, now to what I was gonna say. I quickly do perception check for like long ass stick.
Yeah, please do.
Bibbidi hey hibbidi oh motherfucker.
Immediately gets up. What you got, buddy? What you got?
13.
13. All right. So, as you are running, you see that there are, some dead trees off to the side of the footpath. And if you are quick enough and, good enough with your grab, you can break off one of the branches from the trees as you run past it. So I would like for you to make a dexterity throw to see if you grab the tree branch and break it off.
Eleven.
Okay. So the first tree that you run past, you grab onto the branch and it does not break off and it causes you to jolt as
Oh,
you are stopped by, the solid thing not breaking. There are other trees up ahead that you can try this with, or you can very quickly try to break off a different branch of this tree.
I'm just gonna do a strength check to break off another one
Okay.
and to catch up.
All right. Make
I just
a
need-
strength roll then.
6.
6. Okay. It seems
He's
that this tree
frantic.
is pretty solid. It's hardwood, and you are not able to, just with your bare hands, break off a branch of this tree. It has not rotted to the point where it's pliable like that.
Snappable.
Okay, I would like to continue running and do. I am stubborn.
Yes. If you want to re-roll on perception, you of course can as well. To see if you
You
see
said
anything a
I-
little easier to grab.
17.
17.
And for
All right. As you continue running, you are looking around trying to spot anything that is a little bit quicker to grab. You notice that there is a fallen signpost on
It's a
the
stick.
opposite side of the road. You'll have to cross over to get it, but
okay.
it's easy to pick up and it's pretty big. It's got a post with a little sign on it. You can pick up.
Okay, I would.
Yield
I'll
stop
grab
sign.
that and just while running, I'd like to artificer it into a more shape.
oh god.
Mhm.
Oh god,
He's gonna
got a
alakablam.
gun.
He's gonna
Alakablam.
alakablam.
All right.
Wait,
Yeah.
got a gun.
You run over and grab it, and then you sort of pry off the sign part of it, leaving just a big post that is about 7 feet long and yay big around.
Yup.
Thick,
I
thick,
like one
thick
very
post.
quickly. Sorry for interrupting. When I say artificer, it more. I meant more reshaping it to
Mhm.
where in true shotgun
Yes.
fashion, it's you could snap out the sign and half hot dog style and put it together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
You want me to roll for that?
No, I don't think it's necessary. With your
Uh,
prowess as an artificer style.
it, it's. I'm not even. I don't.
You're not even an
Also,
artificer.
I'm like, since when is Anastasius an artificer?
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
I was
decide to
wondering.
redneck engineer yourself a wooden shotgun. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Redneck
respect.
Post
engineering.
it on Reddit.
Mad respect.
yeah, like
Redneck engineering.
Alakablam.
Alakablam.
yeah. After he does is that he runs to catch up with the guru.
Yeah. All right. You all are running, and you realize that the road you're running on is beginning to slope downwards, and as it is reaching the path that takes you down the side of the cliff. It may slow
Fun.
you down to take you down the side of the cliff, but it is narrow, so the elephant will not be able to go down that path. But the knight could if he got off his steed.
It's a pretty sick steed.
So, what do you choose to do?
Is Tagok kind of like in the backish because
Yes.
she's
Tagok is in the
slower with the
back.
carriage?
Tagok is in the back currently.
Okay. So I'm way in the back, and I'm just gonna kind of like wave everyone forward and just kind of shout, "Y'all go ahead," or something. Just go ahead, because I'm the slowest one. I'm already in the back. I have no problem. I don't. I'm totally not afraid. I will gladly stand and fucking
Gladly be
face
a
a goddamn
sacrifice.
Oliphant with just my sword beside me. So
And
y'all go on
that sounds
ahead. I will stay here at least until everyone else is on the road, and then I can follow.
she wants everybody to make their way single file down the hill before she goes after. Thumbs up.
Mhm.
Starts
Correct.
stays with his takeoff, readying his redneck weapon.
I look a blam.
Alakablam! The rednecks are gonna go fuck up an elephant.
Yeah.
Yep.
The war on the Appalachian front, if you will.
I was just about to say, for once, some idiots don't have money. Because only idiots with money go after those.
The rednecks.
I wasn't
Yeah.
saying rednecks, but yeah, rednecks are a completely different breed.
Mhm.
I'm talking about idiots with money. Y'all know the ones.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we're not gonna get into that today. But...
Yeah.
It's boss fight time.
So,
Yeah.
I would like you all to, of course, prepare your battle music. If you still have the link to the
Yes, I do.
playlist.
I thought I could have sworn to the stars that I had it saved in my D&D folder. I unfortunately do not. Is it in?
It should be in important links. Yes, battles you face.
All right.
Please open the second track.
Scar Scourge Radon.
Yes.
Oh!
That one just felt the most fitting. So please prepare that one and I'll tell you when to hit play.
Oh
So,
my god.
all of you head single file down the road going as fast as you can without having your horses fall off the side. Tagok, of course, going last. And Tagok, as you descend and lose sight of the plateau, you see the elephant coming up the road.
Oh,
And you can
no.
feel the thundering and see the small pebbles on the ground judder, bounce, and shake.
Yeah. Also, she doesn't know what an elephant is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she doesn't know what an elephant is.
The
doesn't know
great
what an
beast
elephant is.
before you.
She can't exactly ask
Yeah.
Kalina right now.
She's just like,
Hey, boss.
We ain't got
What the
time for
fuck is
questions,
that?
baby.
oh.
Wait, isn't Anastasia's by Tagok?
You're in front of Tagok, but you're kind of like, you're not going ahead with the group, you're waiting for her, kind of. You're just like, I got my gun. I got my rifle.
So Anastasia's.
I'm still attached to the carriage
Yes.
on Grape, and I'm just like,
yeah,
I
Grape.
just got my sword.
Grape,
I just got my
yes!
sword. And he's just like,
Grape,
Grape.
grape, 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 grape.
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 Terrified grape
love
sounds.
grape. We love grape.
Oh,
Alright. So. You all continue down, and pretty soon, you make it to where that cave is that you went in the first time. And you can hear above you on the plateau the elephant. You hear its, what's the sound? What's the word to describe? Thundering.
Trumpet.
Just like the trumpeting. The trumpeting.
Oh yeah.
Ben doing the thing. He's doing the thing with his arm,
Yeah.
trumpeting. You can hear the elephant trumpeting and
Oh.
stomping above you, and you can feel the rain of rocks that are falling down
no.
the side of the cliff.
Oh god.
It is impatient and frustrated that it can't go down this path because it is too large. After a small while, you're continuing to go, you notice that the trumpeting and the sounds of its heavy footsteps have stopped.
Oh. Oh no. Oh dear.
setting up. The
Would you
comic
like
now.
to
I'm gonna
continue
be a fucking
going?
poster shot.
Would you like to continue going without looking back, or would you like to, take a quick look and investigate what's going on?
Because
I'd
like,
like to
was
invest
Takeoff
in
and
the-
Anastasia still up there?
No, they're like in the
We're-
back of the line, but like in the line with you all.
Okay, and we're going into the we're going in the cave that we originally went in, right?
You just went past it
Oh,
on
we
the
just
road.
went past it.
So like
Okay.
you're going down the cliff face and you just passed the cave and you're starting to very slowly go around that curve from before.
Okay. Kalina, she's gonna take a look back.
Kalina, when you turn around, you see the knight has dismounted from the elephant, which you can see up on the ridge at the top of the trail, and he is carrying his mace in two of his
Oh,
four
God.
arms, and he is beginning to come down the trail towards you, though at a
Oh,
very
no.
slow pace.
Kalina, she sees this and yells out, "They've dismounted! They're heading down the trail!"
Anastasia's. I would hear this, correct?
Yes, you would.
Anastasia's Okay, Anastasia's replies. Thank God, I'm not happy to. And why now?
Just keep moving, just keep moving.
Alright.
Dusk, who is up next to you, Kalina, turns to you and says, "This path is extremely narrow. Maybe we can dislodge him, knock him off, send him down the mountain."
I mean, I could do the same thing that I did with the siren. Maybe.
Yes, but you're small. Don't get me wrong, you're powerful, but if you went in your osprey form, it would be just too weak.
I mean,
But-
I got some wind
Wait.
magic. Wait, what?
Kalina, you can see her thinking. And she looks back and just says, I might have an idea of something I might be able to do. It might not work, but it might, at the very least, be able to distract them. I want to see if I can create the biggest ball of light that I can. Remember when we were fighting that snail thing and I managed to make a big ball of light as a distraction to blind?
Yeah.
I want to see if I can do that, but bigger. I've gotten a lot more powerful since then. Not by much, but I feel like I can. And if
Alright.
something goes wrong, I'll let you know. I'm gonna fall back. Because I don't want any of you all getting caught in the crossfire.
Alright. Stay near
Right.
Takeoff, obviously.
Oh, I will. She will not leave my side, and I know it.
Kalina, you quickly pull the horse into the opening. You back it up into the opening of that cave, and letting a couple people pass in front of you before Tagok and Anastasius, side by side, come up. And Tagok sees you in the mouth of the cave. Tagok?
Kalina, the fuck, you're supposed to be further ahead.
Yes, but I have an idea.
She's lost her accent, but it's fine. I'm sick.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. She's lost the accent, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, Kalina, she continues. I'm going to make a distraction with my light magic. And if I can, I might be able to combine my crystal magic with it to amplify it. Gonna try and blind them and maybe they'll fall off the edge. They seem rather clumsy in that big suit of armor. And this path is only so wide.
Anastasia looks at Kalina, just saying, I hope the gods you know what you're doing, girlie. But I do wish your luck.
Thank you. And if something goes wrong, you all are here.
I'm sorry, did Anastasius take Tagog's southern accent?
He's
He might have.
He fucking
Stole it.
kidnapped it. The man got a stick.
he
All
read
the man
got a
did was
stick.
grab a
The
stick,
redneck
and
engineering
suddenly
made a
he's the
fucking
southern of the
shotgun.
group.
the soul of Billy Bob Jones from fucking West Virginia has infected him. And he is now Southern
Fucking hell,
man.
mate.
He's now
And
a
may
Southern man.
I offer you Alakablam.
Alka-Blam.
Alakablam.
Wipe out show. All right.
Apologies, chat.
So
Today is fantastic.
you're good. So Tagok, are you gonna like go ahead with the group, or are you gonna hang back with Kalina?
Dude, girl, do you even need to ask? I'm gonna hang back.
I'm just making sure. God.
I know. I know.
I trust you, boss, but god damn.
God damn. So Kalina, you see that the night is about 50 meters back.
All right, 50 meters back.
50 meters.
Okay, she might need to get closer.
Mm-hmm. Or you can wait till it gets closer.
Yeah.
I would just like for you to make a perception check, because this is something I don't think you would normally think to do, but
Okay.
go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Perception check.
Yes.
Total of 15.
Alright, Kalina, you see that about 20 meters from where you are, the path narrows by about
Okay.
a foot and a half.
Oh.
So there's like a
Oh.
section that's about 5 meters long where the path sort of dips in a little bit where rock has fallen off.
Oh.
So the path is narrowest there, and then it widens out again. 20
Okay.
meters from you.
Okay, 20 meters. Okay.
Yes.
I know exactly where I'm going to try and use that spell.
Mhm.
Because if it's narrow there, then, you know, cue the rubber chicken falling off into the abyss. Or like that part in Lord of the Flies where Piggy falls off the cliff and into the ocean.
Yes.
Rip pig.
Ooh.
Yeah, R.I.P. Piggy, R.I.P. You were a real one.
Okay, so speaking of that book, side
No,
tangent.
don't get distracted. No.
Don't
no,
side
no,
tangent,
not,
bitch.
Not now. As much
Not
as I
now.
No.
It's boss time, buddy boy.
You're done. You're done.
Oh my
Boss
god.
time. I've got my
Jeez.
playlist going and I'm thriving.
Your white woman's coming out.
Oh, fuck. Not Jane.
Jane.
What?
Her-
What?
That's my dad's mom.
The inner white
Oh,
woman.
okay. I got confused for a second there.
The white woman
That's
within
my
us
dad's
all.
mom. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's also my middle name. I don't like that.
Don't think about her.
I did not
Think
know that.
about fucking up this night.
Yes.
But yeah, Kalina, she sees this, takes a mental note, and she looks to Tagok and Anastasius and says, "Before I do it, you will definitely need to close your eyes. This will be very bright."
Okay, so Anastasius both closes his eyes and covers them with his hand because it's translucent-ish.
But yeah, his eyelids are a bit translucent. Cause squid. He's not used to bright light. He's from the ocean depths. He's from the darkest depths of the
I'm
ocean.
imagining the fact that you can probably see his pupils through his eyelids.
Oh god.
Spooky! You
Oh
fucking
god.
spooky
gonna-
bitch.
Oh god.
I'm gonna dismount off of Grape and like turn with my back to where the knight's coming and kind of also like cover myself in Grape as well.
Aww.
Just be like
Aww.
horse.
Cover Grape's
Oh,
eyes.
The horse.
So
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kalina
Don't
just
look
also,
Grape.
I fucking love Grape. I'm not gonna let my fucking horse go
You-
blind.
Exactly. You don't
Hell
want
no.
to spook
He's
him.
my boy. He's my boy.
We love Grape.
Yeah, Kalina, she also dismounts from her horse and steps ahead, like in front of like all the group, like the horses, Anastasius and Tagok, and she looks to Tagok as well and says, "Make sure that Indigo doesn't get spooked, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you."
I'm just
And
gonna like
Kalina, she
double fist holding reins and just like frantically closing my eyes and trying not to
yeah,
set them on
Alright.
fire.
yeah. You can see like the rain smoking a little bit.
Okay, so Kalina, for the like technical aspect of this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need you to roll 2d20s,
Okay.
give me the average of it,
Okay.
and then add your Arcana modifier.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So,
Don't look at me
Magic
like that,
time.
Caleb. It's a weird
There's-
eye.
so like, is there any bonuses
Magic
to these 20
time.
rolls?
No.
Okay.
It's
So
just
first
straight
one
20 rolls,
is
and then you average
13.
them.
First one is 13, not bad. Okay, and then this one is 16. So 13 plus 16 is 29 with an average of 14.5.
So
Do we round it up or round it down?
round down.
Round down. Okay, so 14, and then plus my Arcana bonus is 23.
Okay, 23.
Yeah.
Then I will need to roll against that.
Oh, God. Do we cue the boss music now, by the way?
Everybody
Okay.
play your boss music. It's time.
Yeah!
Okay.
And
Yeah, we'll
then
switch
I
to the boss music then.
will also turn on the boss music for the stream.
God, I love the Elden Ring soundtrack.
I need to fully listen through it because it's going to be amazing, and there will be much that I can add to
Well,
both my mystical and the art stabbing the shit out of each other playlists.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's fine.
Yeah, like, I'm just imagining, like, I mean, chat can't see this, but, like, Kalina's, like, you know, sitting there like this, like, you know, ready to cast.
Alright, Kalina, you cast your ball of light, you know, squinting down and holding
You
it
know,
out.
like, she creates it, and then, like,
The ball of light that you create is absolutely huge. It basically looks like
Yeah.
a sun. Just
oh, yeah!
right there. Like, it engulfs the entirety of the pathway in light. The knight cannot see past it. You don't
Okay.
see it, but he puts up one of his extra arms. Here,
Okay.
well, technically, not here. He puts it here for some reason, like across his chest.
Oh.
He puts the arm across his chest, like this, while he holds the mace. You know.
Wait, so it's like... Kalina, like, she realizes this, and she says, it's like a suit! No, like... No, of course it's a suit, but... It's larger! Like, they're piling it, like... What's it called? What was that thing from a story I read as a kid? That science fiction. Mech! She's nerding out a bit.
And
It's a mech!
Pegak is
Evangelion.
She still has her eyes. She still has her eyes closed, and she's holding on. She's holding on to the reins of both Indigo and Grape, and she doesn't know what the fuck a mech is.
Yeah.
So she's just like, "You're telling me there's a ghost in there?"
No. But there's someone in there, but they're piloting it like almost like a puppet. That's the best way I can describe it. Anyway,
Puppet, got it.
Kalina, she looks closer at the. Can she do another perception roll on the figure, or on the knight?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Because she wants to, like, understand, like, what exactly they're doing right now. Like, are they standing still? Are they prone? Etc.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Total of 16.
Alright, so, Kalina, you peer past your ball of light, to look at the knight on that narrow stretch, and you see that, it's holding its mace out towards the, open side of the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
It has one arm against, like, kind of against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other arm is up, covering, like, its chest over its breastplate.
Okay.
Though you can't exactly see the detail due to the light.
Yeah, of course. That's the least of my concerns.
You see that it is not moving currently, but, it hasn't, like, become disoriented or anything. It's just standing still,
Okay.
seemingly trying to figure out what to do.
Kalina, she sees this, and she is then going to use her crystal magic, if she can cast it far enough, to almost like shoot a crystal out of the ground, like where they are, to like knock them off balance and like off beside.
Alright.
I was like, no, we. Yeah. Or at the very least,
So-
like, disorient them enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be hard because it's like 20 meters away,
Yes.
but
You are also going to like need to roll to hit it since you're actually
Yeah.
hitting something. I
exactly,
see
yeah.
Caleb said pop up.
Yeah, just pop up, yeah, oh my god. I love face cam.
All right, so you are. Would you like to take down the light and then crystal, or would you like to take the light and crystal from it, or something else?
I want to try and like crystal from it, because like this guy,
Okay.
they can't see. And I don't want to give them a single bit of like reaction time
Okay.
to like, because like they can't see anything. They're covering their eyes. So a solar flare. Oh.
I was just making a reference. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I meant like, hey, that might be a thought for later. Okay.
Jade did a thing and it made me think of Dragon Ball Z, so I did solar flare
I was more thinking Dark Souls Praise the Sun.
vibe.
That's just me.
Abelit better be proud of me after this.
Raise the sun.
Praise the sun.
She is beautiful.
Yes. Anyway,
Okay,
yeah,
so
alright, so what do I roll this time?
you're rolling to hit. So
Okay,
I don't think
Do I
we have an
roll?
actual attack like thing set up for your crystals though.
Yeah.
So
yeah, what would like would there be any like hit bonus that I would have?
Well, are
I
you going
think
for like a big one, in which case it would probably be like blunt, or are you going for like lots of little ones that maybe piercing?
I'm thinking more
Yeah.
like one big one.
okay, so like a
Like, just boom.
okay.
Like a hefty chunk, or a fucking lose fighting Bellows the first time she uses ice to spike his face piece. Like,
I'm more thinking like
long
one that's
spiky
like
boy or
blunt.
a chunk.
I'm thinking like a chunk. It still has like a bit of a point because crystal.
Yeah.
A
But, like,
big
it's just
a chunk.
crystal shard. Okay.
Yeah.
So what
so a lot of focus.
what I would like you to do
Mhm.
what is your arcana modifier again?
My Arcana modifier is +9.
+9.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's
we're
plus
not gonna
9.
do
Okay, Miss
+9.
Intelligence.
We're gonna do
What are my proficiencies? What did I
God
say?
damn.
we're gonna do half of your arcana rounded down. So that
Okay,
would be a
+4.
+4.
Okay,
So-
+4 to my hit DC.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I will make sure to note that later. Okay, come on.
Specifically like this, like your crystals.
Yeah, my crystal magic for like attacks.
I would actually like you to roll with disadvantage since you cannot 100% see the
Okay.
target because of the light.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so first one is a dirty 20 because I rolled a
Alright.
16. Then come on, please be at least a 16. Oh. It's
What?
a good O,
It's a good O? Okay.
because I got an 18.
Alright.
So total of 22.
So that is a 22. It does hit. Now, I would like for you
And
to roll for damage for it.
Okay. What would I roll for damage?
Okay, let me just...
Well, what dice do you typically use for damage? Are you like a 10 or a 6 or an 8? Or 12 even?
I don't really attack that much, to be honest.
Yes.
I
I'd
think
like...
I'm mostly 10.
I'd like for you to roll, since it's big as fuck, I'd like for you to
Yeah, like-
roll
We,
2 d8s.
2d8s. Okay.
And it will be a, bludgeoning. I almost said strike damage. That's Elden Ring.
Yeah, that's Elden Ring.
That's
honey.
Elden Ring.
But yeah, Kalina, like, as she casts, like, before she casts the, like, the spike, like, the big crystal, she just says, "Stars, forgive me for what I'm about to do." Alright, so, a
Giggling.
2, plus an 8. Okay, total of 10.
Okay. So,
Let's just hope it gives enough knockback for, like, you know, to knock him off the edge.
what I'm going to do
Or
is
at least
I'm going
make
to...
him very pushable.
What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to
Tagok runs up
roll
and then just
against...
kicks him off the edge.
What I'm going to do is roll against that, and
Okay.
depending on if I get below or above that, depends on how much he is disrupted from this hit.
Okay.
He still takes the damage, but this is just see how much he gets disrupted.
There's a giant dent in the armor.
All right. So,
Please.
where exactly are you aiming? Let me just ask
I
that
am
as well.
aiming, I'm mostly aiming for, like, the chest area. Like, where they're covering their eyes. Because if that's where that, like, if they're covering that, it's just, like, that means where the head is.
Mm-hmm.
And if you hit the head, then the whole entire thing is disrupted. If it's a mech, then they're all disrupted and they go tumbling down the side of the mountain.
All right. So,
I thought this
Kalina,
through.
you hit it square in the chest. It hits the arm, and you hear it, like, the arm clank hard against the breastplate. The arms that are holding the mace, one arm, drops, like, lets go, and the arm swings down, and you see as, like, the arm swings down and the mace hits against the wall of the cliff, causing it to shake. And you see as he kind of buckles and with his free arms grapples, you see his knees buckle back and he falls onto the path.
Okay.
He is completely disoriented and kind of unable to move. I would say he's prone.
Okay.
But he is on the path squarely. He has not
Okay.
fallen off at all.
Is he still holding on to his mace?
With one hand, but it's like, kind of half in the wall. A little
Yeah,
bit.
it's kind of half in the wall, yeah.
I'm just saying, I do specialize in two-handed melee weapons.
But can you lift up a mace like that? That's the
I
question.
specialize in
She
two-handed
can
melee weapons.
try.
Yeah.
He can sure
Kalina,
as
she
shit
looks
try.
at Tagok and like she sees past like the solar, like she sees past like the light, and she looks at Tagok and just says, "Tagok, would you like to try something with me?"
Would you like to try something with me? Oh, God.
She kind of turns around, sees what's happened, and she just goes, "I'm in."
And Kalina, she smiles a bit and looks to Anastasius and says, "Anastasius, hold on to the horses. We'll be back."
So, Anastasius kind of just puts his Glock in, like,
He's like,
his,
"Fine, I'll put it down."
I'll holster my gun.
no, he puts it down in, like, his shirt of sorts,
Turns up the music.
Yeah.
and he grabs
So
the reins to put them in one hand, and then unsheathes his Glock.
Put away the big gun. Get the little
Yeah,
gun.
put away the big gun, get the little gun. Yeah.
Like,
Big iron
Or at
on his
least he-
hip.
Big gun on
like he
his head.
pulls out his finger gun.
Scissors. So, Kalina, what are you going to, propose Tagok to do?
Yeah, Kalina, she looks at Tagok and says, "Remember just a few days ago when you and Colbart were practicing those combination moves?
Yeah.
What do you say if we try and combine ours? Fire and light. A solar flare."
She kind of turns to you. She just goes, "About damn time."
What, if it can at least I don't want to actually, you know, kill someone. But if this is what must be done, then stars forgive me.
And Tegak kind of like takes her hand off of her sword and like cracks her knuckles.
Yeah, oh, she's been ready for this.
And she's like,
permission to kill.
Permission to kill.
yeah, and she's just like, let's get this going.
But yeah, combination move. Our first combination move in combat.
I have the thing listed right here.
I see what you're doing, Eros. I see what you're
You
doing.
block.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you finally get to pull this thing out.
Tegak has put up the mechanics for
Okay.
the combo moves.
I
No,
have
for
my
the
spells
attack.
listed here.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm guessing it would almost be like a big blast that would like go forward. It's like boom.
Like, do we select a specific spell in order to combine, or just...
I think it's the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Probably a good thing, because... Yes, I do have Fireball, but we are very close to the mech person, yes?
Yeah.
20 meters.
What is it, like...
You're 20
Yeah,
meters
20
from
meters.
him.
So like even if like,
Oh, 20
if we're
meters.
going to not
Okay.
hit the fire, not the fire, the armor, like the knight, then at the very least we want to aim towards the wall that like is on the cliff face that like we can lean on
Mhm.
on the while
So
we're
they
on
go
the
in...
path.
Phew.
That way, because like if it explodes, because like we saw when that mace hit the wall, the
Yeah.
rock face,
I nearly got
was-
one hand on it.
yeah, that was shaking.
I
Yeah,
believe it.
so thus, if we hit hard, if that blast is powerful enough, then a rock slide.
I'd also just like
that'd be
to
so
give you a
fun.
perspective on how big the mace is.
Yes.
The head of the mace is as big as about Kalina's torso,
Hmm.
without the spikes, of course.
She got a big bust.
Yeah. So it's the size. It's like the size of her torso without the spikes.
Mm-hmm. That's a sexy mace.
Also, is it supposed to be episode 55 or 56?
It's 56. I just
56.
didn't update it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Just
you forgot to
fucking-
update it. Yeah, because like
It is
so
episode
I got a friend
56, folks.
watching. I got a friend watching, and he's texting me. Hi, buddy.
Hi. I don't know who
Yeah.
you are, but
Mhm.
hi.
It's Sunny.
Hi,
Sunny.
Sunny.
Hi, Sunny.
Yeah.
Hi, Sunny.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, he's watching and he next to me is just like, motherfucker, I just noticed this is episode 55. And I'm just like, wait a minute, isn't it 56? 55 was
Yeah,
last
it's episode
week.
56.
55 was last
Yeah.
week.
So yeah, hi buddy. We love you. Happy you're watching. Happy you're
Continue-
enjoying.
Continue with your combo.
Yeah.
Okay. This is gonna be very fun. So the goal is to like aim roughly towards the wall, because one, that might cause a bit of an explosion, which will create force off, and two, potential rock slide.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just reading the thing.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah, so.
Because we have to roll for the attack itself, then the combo, and then roll for hit.
Yeah.
So,
So the combo roll is you roll on a d12.
And do we
it
both
is on
roll?
d12.
Yes,
Okay.
both of you
'Cause-
roll d12.
Because I know that that's for the combo, but
Mhm.
don't we have to roll for the attack first?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we have to roll for the attack first. Yeah.
Okay,
so
both
what
of-
would we roll for the
Just your basic, like, roll to
Ah,
hit.
so like, okay, yeah. So like, you would roll for
So
hit
20.
for your fire spell,
Since
and then I would roll
Alright.
for my light spell.
your light spell isn't a, like, offensive thing, but it is
yeah, it's like
being
a-
combined to
oh,
be
yeah.
offensive, so you do not have to roll. Tegak is the only one that has to roll, and then you just have to see if it combines correctly with your D12.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I do have a question.
Yes.
Here we go, Blood 20.
Kalina's light magic is technically like a support kind of magic.
hmm
Would that mean that gives Tagok advantage?
yes, because it's a support magic. It gives Tagok advantage on her attack roll,
Awesome.
and then Foxy, just roll a D12, please, and then
All right, I will roll a d12.
Jade, you will
Alright.
roll your D12 after you roll with advantage for your attack.
Okay, with advantage. Okay.
Yes.
And my super fun special things do not apply because this is magic and not melee. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to double check that.
I'm
Say special
so
things where
hyped.
like I get crits certain times.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, thank the stars, I have advantage.
Oh yeah, you have. Yeah.
That was a nat 1.
Oh, jeez. Can't get much worse than that.
Thank the stars, I have advantage.
Yeah. Okay, come on.
A 9.
Ugh.
Okay.
I mean, if it doesn't hit the guy, then hopefully at the very least it hits the rock face.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so
it's toasty in here.
it does not
So
hit
it's
the
not like-
knight, but it does hit the rock face. So
Good. Okay.
now you
Okay.
both need to roll your
You roll-
D12.
Kawambo.
Okay.
And it has to be within
2.
2 of each other?
Within 2. Either direction.
Okay. Come on, please work. Please work. All right. What did you get?
I got a 4.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it successfully combos and it hits the wall.
How does it look though? How does it look? What does it look like?
Does it do the anime swirly thing?
The two of you
Looks
stand
so
side by
fun.
side. Kalina holds her ball of light out, and Tagok, basically from behind it, surges her flame forward, and it melds together into a bright surge of flame that is like,
Like a sun.
golden bright. And you hear the sizzling as it ahead in a beam and hits the wall. I would like for, since Tagok has the offensive aspect of this spell and combo, I would like for you to roll damage to see how much it impacts the wall.
Okay. Please.
All
good.
right.
Please be good because if we get a big enough explosion.
What die do I use for damage?
What do you usually use for your fire spells?
My fire spells, most of them are a d6 for damage.
Okay.
I feel like this would be more though.
Well, it's like multiple of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's multiple. Okay.
Yes.
So just use your d6 in that regard and do
Yeah.
2 d6s, please.
Yeah, like my fireball is failed save is 8d6 of fire damage. So
This isn't like
d6.
doing damage to a thing. I am just determining on a sliding scale how much it affects the rock.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I mostly use
With the damage being the
d6.
indicator.
My Eldritch Blast is a 10.
Yeah.
And my sword is an 8 or a 10, so we'll do 6. 6.
Okay. So,
Okay.
it hits the rock face, and all of you, literally everybody in the party, can hear the explosion.
Boom.
And then you can hear the rain of rocks. It blows it up in a way that the shrapnel is fairly small,
Okay.
but it is in a great quantity.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it kind of just down from where you hit, just above the knight, and covers him. It basically just
Okay.
completely smothers him in the rock.
Damn.
It does not have enough weight on like each individual rock to crush him,
Mhm.
but it does pin him down in place,
Okay.
making him
Okay.
completely like.
He can't move unless
yeah.
he gets out of the armor.
Mhm. And even then, would he have enough force to push it open?
Yeah. Kalina, she sees this and just says, Tegok, follow me. Quick. Get out your sword.
On it.
Can I do the
Neat.
turn into a bird and spot stem?
Yes, yes, you can.
Yeah, air support.
Air
Air
support.
support. Air support.
You're doing great, sweetie.
You're doing
Calling in
great,
an airstrike.
Airstrike.
Hawk
Shit on him.
sounds. Shit on his face.
No, like
It's a
you
magical
shit, like, you know
pony
that
flying
meme,
through the sky.
like you know that
Shoot it
meme
down.
where it's like the arrow goes through the visor.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
that very thin visor. It's like that, but with like a bird shit.
Bird shit. Perfectly aimed bird shit.
Yeah,
Oh my.
He would.
that would be really funny.
He would. So Colbert, is there any like specific
time.
thing you'd like to do, or are you just like circling overhead, watching, seeing how things go?
I'll make the chirp so they know I'm up there.
As you are running towards the pinned knight under the rock, you hear the screech of an osprey above you and quickly peer up to see the shadow of Colbert soaring overhead.
Kalina, she smiles at this and nods to the bird as she's running.
Hector just keeps going. She doesn't have time to look
Bird.
up.
She
Bird,
doesn't have time for pleasantries.
She's like,
bird, it's a
Bird.
bird,
Okay.
Bird.
Very
bird.
I hear bird. I got sword. Let's go.
What is it, Ben?
So just Anastasius grabs his, like, puts away his finger gun, grabs his, like, redneck rifle,
What are you supposed to do?
and like does his best, like, beforehand to like tie the reins around the horses, so gets in like a good enough position, and then ready to blast some bitches.
I'm ready to shoot somebody if I got to.
What is Grape saying?
Creep.
Grape.
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 Distressed grape sounds.
Distressed grape sounds.
Distressed
Hello?
fruit.
Hello, mother. We're
Miss
live.
Holly!
Miss Holly.
We love Miss Holly here.
I know.
We love Miss Holly in this household.
I love my mother very dearly.
We love you, Miss Holly.
We love you.
Mm.
Much love.
Um.
But
So,
yes.
when you get to the night, what do you want to do?
I didn't think we'd get this far.
I didn't think we'd get
his
this
back
far.
is facing up. Yes.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah,
on
back
his
facing up.
back, sort of like splayed out a little bit, like arms.
Oh, he's on his back.
He's
so
on his back.
So he
His
fell.
knees buckled and he just went, like, so his knees are pinned
Okay.
under him.
Okay. So I thought he went this way.
No.
Instead, he went that way.
He went
Yeah,
back.
he's spaced up.
He fell,
Okay.
like, his knees buckled and he just fell back onto them and they folded. He's
Yeah.
folded like
Okay.
an omelet.
Okay, so there is like an opening or something in the chest area that the suit was covering first. Yes.
Or is it covered by the shrub, like the debris?
It's covered by the debris currently. Like,
Covered by debris.
Okay.
everything's covered. You're gonna have to dig them out a little bit and then
Okay,
pry him open.
yeah. Kalina, she says to Tegok, get the mace away from him. Knock it over the edge.
Okay. I'm just gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna throw it. I just wanna see if I can pick it up.
And then you just throw it as far as you can. Oh my god, Eros. Did you just open
I don't-
your shirt?
It's a jumpsuit, but yeah.
I don't
You
want to
open-
throw it. I just want to pick it up.
Tagok, make a strength check for me, please.
Oh boy.
Yay!
Get it up.
Can she pick
I wanna
it
pick it
up?
up. I don't want to throw it. I just want to pick it up.
What are you trying to show me? That doesn't work. You can't just show me your phone like
20.
that.
Nat 20, so that's a 23, folks.
Ayo!
That's a 23.
Oh!
All right. So
That
Tagok,
mace is fucking
it is like
mine.
sticking out of the wall, and you go over there. You get over there,
Try
and you basically just heave it up on your shoulder, and you can feel it make a dent in your pauldron as its full weight is pressed on your shoulder. You feel
Oh, that's a sexy
you feel
weapon.
and hear the slight crunch of your pauldron as it sort of bends under the weight of it.
Yes.
It is
Yes.
a huge mace. It is bigger than your flamberge.
Can I
and
quick
far
add it to my
heavier.
inventory?
I don't think you can be lugging that around. It's a little
Take
too
it back
much.
to, like, a Ceruleus. Just like, hey, yo, Barrica, look what I got.
Look what I got, Berica. What the fuck?
Do it.
What the fuck?
Jericho, so want to see
I'm gonna put it in the back of the carriage.
I could put it in the collection of all the other weapons that I have.
You could.
That would really be a sick trophy, though.
Indeed.
I want it.
Do you want it?
I want it.
Go put it in the
I want
carriage
the
then.
mace.
That's gonna take a while.
Have Anastasius help you. Just, like, put it off to the side and be like, I'm keeping it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
say
quick.
that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. So I've got it, and I just go. Bear at back, and I just kind of like. I don't even like turn around because I know that if I do, I'll probably smack Kalina with it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just gonna like walk backwards with it, and look over my shoulder at Anastasius and be like, "Give me a hand."
Kalina, she's looking at this, she's like, what, you're going to keep it?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
And Kalina's
So-
just like, you can't possibly get that onto Ceruleus.
Watch me.
It'll fit with all my others.
But how are we going to carry that in the carriage? We have
Leonia
a
can
weight
carry
capacity, you know.
it. Leonia can carry it.
Anastasius just yells in a really southern accent. Just remember right in that thing. So I don't know if that'll help any.
Like a true southerner, completely incomprehensible.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I could not understand that.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it matters, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just like, okay.
That's kind of funnier. Caleb's having a crisis.
He's fucking
That boy crisis, part 8.
hysterical.
I'm sorry. I'm fucking keeping that mace. I'm keeping that.
Kalina's gonna have to
Very
pick your armor
quickly.
later.
Is it the right
And
way?
I'll just like heat it up and just bend it back. Done.
Is it the right
What do
way
you
for
think,
me
Mike?
to like to wrap or not wrap, but like tie the horses down where I am?
No, but you can just ask him to stay put.
Anastasius looks at them and says to the two of them, "Stay." And then after like he could. Well, very quickly, is there a long stick?
You have a stick.
You've got a stick.
That's
bitch.
it. Different stick.
No, there are no sticks, just rocks.
Okay, Anastasius is
I got a
put
stick.
Anastasius is gonna like put a rock over the leaves.
Okay. You know, horses are intelligent enough to, not run off. Grape, questionable, but Grape is good. Grape is a good boy. He stays put.
He He'll also be slowed down because he's got the carriage
Yeah.
Exactly.
with a mace in it.
You
Yeah,
doubt the
but
horses.
Anastasius puts just for his own safety of mind, puts a rock under the leaves. Like he knows that they're smart, but he questions Grape's intelligence.
You leave Grape
Then-
alone. He's a good boy.
Grape is a bit
He is a
dumb,
good
but that's
boy.
okay.
We love him.
Listen, I love Grape.
Did you
I
mean to
really
turn your
do.
camera off?
Yeah, because it went weird. Y'all's camera.
Also,
Uh,
and
Caleb's
then-
camera's frozen.
yeah,
Yeah.
Caleb's camera is just the circle for me, like the loading
Yeah.
badge.
Then
I
he,
just see his face, and he has the weird smirk on his face.
Yeah, he has a smirk and like one of his eyes is half closed.
Yeah.
And like
He
the
looks
faint
like he's-
blur of a stick in front of him.
Yeah.
yeah, but Anastasius,
But yeah.
after doing all that, goes to catch up with the crew.
So you're gonna help Tagok put it in the carriage for now.
Yeah.
We're just gonna blitz past that and say, Tagok, and you quickly get that thing, just shove it into the back of the carriage.
Mace is mine.
That mace is mine. And then Tagok, you go back to Kalina
Yes.
with your sword.
With- Sword.
With your sword.
And in that time, have I heard anything like coming from the suit of armor?
You've like dug a little bit around to see if you can find the seam to open, and as you're like right up on it, you can hear the breathing from behind the breastplate.
Okay. Oh god, that guy in there is probably like, fuck, I'm dead, I'm so dead, I'm stuck!
Yeah, but you can hear breathing in there.
And Kalina, she says, whoever they are, they're still alive in there. I can hear them.
I can take care of that.
Not just yet. I want to hear what they have to say.
You can interrogate it.
Size.
Interrogation. Alright, so, it's gonna take both of you to open up this armor carapace.
Yeah.
But
Sounds fun.
each one of you, like, grab one of the sides and yank it back, and you hear the creaking of the metal hinges, screeching
Nope, that sounded
as,
like
as you pull it out.
Yeah.
And inside you are met with not just a person, but a person caged in. They are caged and bound into the metal armor.
So, what?
They are chained into the armor. No way of escape.
Kalina, she sees this and she says, oh my stars!
And
What?
Tagok's just like, what the fuck?
And Kalina, like, she looks at the person inside, like, well, how does this person look? What are their expressions?
So he's a young man.
Mhm.
You would assume that he is maybe Sarzoth's age from how young his face looks.
A teenager?
He is very
For
thin.
fuck's sake.
He's thin and he doesn't wear any clothes except for a simple loincloth that is imprinted with
Aw.
the insignia of the knights.
Oh, honey.
He is... It's clear that he has not been well taken care of within this suit of armor. He is emaciated, and you can see bruises and marks where his arms and legs are bound. His expression is kind of blank and pained as
Oh.
he struggles to breathe.
We're getting him out. We're getting him out.
Yep.
Yeah, Kalina just says, take off. We're getting him out now.
Mm-hmm.
break the chains, break the chains.
Okay, so is it like just like wrapped around like parts of his arm, or is it like the man's fucking like seat belted in
He's
there?
got like braces almost that are like mechanized and attached to like parts of the suit, so that like when he moves his arms and legs within the abdomen of the suit, it moves the rest of the suit. And
Okay.
he's weakly sitting there with like the braces.
Oh. Is Colbart still in the air?
Yes, Colbart. You see
Circling?
them open up the carapace, and you see this from the sky, this frail little person sitting inside this hulking suit of armor.
Kalina, she actually looks up to the sky and she says, Colbart, get down here.
I fly down.
I see the hand motion, just like, meow.
Perfection.
Yes, ma'am.
Colbart, you fly down to get a closer look and see what's going the fuck on. And to hear what Kalina has to say.
Fly down, become fish boy again, and say, what's happening? Who is
We
this?
That.
don't know, but we need to get him out. He needs medical attention.
Yeah, no shit. Where do we fucking start? I'm gonna just start like poking around a little bit just to figure out how can we start helping. How are we gonna?
We might
talk
need to get him
him?
out first before we can actually do anything, though.
Yeah.
It's gonna
how-
take a
how
bit
do
to
we-
get him out. I'm gonna need everybody who is attempting to, remove him from this to make an investigation roll, please.
Yeah,
All right.
investigation. Colbart would be good. at
Colbart
that.
will do great.
Yeah.
I will not.
18 total. I rolled an 8.
I got a total of 17.
All right.
Hey!
Yeah.
All right.
7.
So Tagok, the
I don't
machinations
understand
are too
machines.
intricate for you to comprehend. Kalina,
It's all metal.
the only thing you can really figure out is how to get the front cage part off.
Okay.
It's like, the cage behind the breastplate.
Okay. And is she able to actually get it off because she can figure it out?
Yes, you are able to, figure out how to undo the simple locks on it and take it off to
Yeah.
allow you to get a better look at the mechanisms that are holding him into the suit. Are you raising your hand
I'm
for the
a rogue.
class?
I'm a rogue. I can pick locks and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's not like a lock. It's like like a latch. It's a
Yeah,
latch.
latches.
It's like latches.
I completely forgot about that
Mhm.
until now.
But Colbart, you look on the inside of this thing and you see that mostly everything is held together with a series of pins. There's a lot of pins and hinges that are holding everything together, it seems. So
Hinges
you're gonna
are pretty
So
flimsy.
if you take your lock picking tools, you can push the pins out.
Yeah, I'm
Ooh.
gonna do that.
Yeah.
All right, so
So,
We need to save this little man.
do your thing and your pins. So
do my thing.
you go through on all the places where these hinges are attaching him to the inside of this metal skeleton, basically, that he is crucified to, more or less, of the
Yeesh.
armor.
Not
You
okey-dokey.
eventually get all of the pieces out and are able to pull him free, but the braces are still attached to him.
Is he still stuck?
No, the braces are attached, but they're
Oh.
to him, not the armor
Oh.
anymore.
Okay.
You can just pull him free, and there's metal cables that come out with it, just
Okay.
but his arms and legs they have braces on them.
Okay.
So, like, from the braces, there's, like, cables stretching out,
Mm-hmm.
attaching to the suit?
They were attached to the suit, but you just pulled them out.
Okay.
Okay.
Easy. Just like,
Yeah.
How tall is this guy compared to Kalina?
he's fairly small. He's a little sort of just crumpled up because,
Oh.
sad. But
Yeah.
smaller than Tagok.
Oh. Kalina, like, she looks down at this guy and, like, kind of places a hand on his face, just like, can you stand? Just nod yes or no.
He kind of just looks at, like, his limbs and then just shakes his head. No.
Kalina nods and says, Tego, can you carry him?
Let's go for it.
You don't even need to make a strength check.
Oh!
Just regular strength?
You don't need to.
You don't need to.
Oh!
He's
stars.
He's that light.
Oh.
Alright.
Even with the metal braces.
She's gonna, like, crouch underneath him and lift him up. And for a second, she's gonna, like, just stop. And just, like, process how light he is.
Just like couple of
Oh,
grapes.
Like, the fuck?
It's like holding a couple of grapes.
And then
Grapes? Not you.
she just, like, begins walking and just goes, let's go, pipe cleaner.
Kalina's just like, don't call him that.
It's endearing.
Kalina just sighs and just says, like, she looks towards the young man and just says, we're going to get you some help.
He doesn't say anything, but you kind of hear like a sort of like strained whining sound from him, and he looks like,
Yeah.
distressed.
Yeah.
I might
So,
fly and
Anastasia
catch up to the other guys.
gets you to like the group. Like I would assume he sees the like guy that
Like,
Tagok
essentially
is-
this kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he says, like I feel real bad for this kid. And his unsouthernized
He's unsouthernized.
No more seven.
The southern's gone.
Yeah. Yes, Tagok?
The Oliphant is still there, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's up on the ridge.
It's just chilling.
It's just there.
It's just standing there.
Mm-hmm. It's just kind of
Okay,
like
it's not like
waiting around.
determined to barrel down at us or anything.
No,
He's just chilling.
it only does as it's commanded, and currently the person commanding it is with you.
Yeah. He's,
All right.
He's just chilling now.
Okay.
We can come back for the Oliphant later.
Yeah.
Okay, very quickly. Like I know you just said we'd come back to the elephant, but may I have Anastasia just blasted the elephant?
Oh! If you do, Ben, I personally, me, Foxy, will be very upset with you.
It didn't even do anything to you, damn.
Didn't even do anything!
It's just vibing there, man.
It's just vibing there. It's just like, maybe like, chilling, grazing on some grass. No, there's no grass. Like, maybe like, like, how elephants, like, they just
Sniffing.
chill there, like,
Just
like,
sniffing.
going around with their
Dirt.
trunks. Yeah.
Dust bath.
It's just kind of doing its own thing. I
Oliphant
think.
dust bath.
It's just
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
just chilling.
doing its own
That's
thing,
what
I
the
think.
smog is. It's just an Oliphant having a dust bath. That's what it is.
Mhm.
It's canon now, guys.
Yeah, the elephant's just chilling now, man. It's just chilling.
He's just having a good time.
Yeah. But yeah, you're carrying this kid. over to the carriage to put him in it so you can continue away from Atria. Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah. The kid can chill with the mace.
Yep.
I don't think he can lift it.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah,
If I don't need a.
It weighs
if I
more
don't
than
need
him.
A strength check to lift him. He sure as hell ain't taking that thing anywhere.
No, definitely not.
God, how does the rest of the group react to this?
Well, they
I wanna
don't currently know what's
fly
going
ahead and
on,
catch
so
up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They're just standing there.
they have gone around the corner, and
Yeah,
everything
they
is out of
just kept
sight.
going.
With Veranda and Leonia at the lead, they have continued down the mountain.
Yeah. Kalina, she looks to Kolbart and says, Kolbart, do you know if you can get a view of where the rest of the group is right now?
Yeah, totally. I become bird and
Back
fly.
to bird!
Okay. Hobart, you fly up and get a good view of where the rest of the party is, and you see that they are, from where you are to where the bottom of the mountain is and where it, like, flattens out, they're about halfway down.
Mm.
So, like,
Maybe fly down to them, just like, hey!
a quarter-mile
Yeah.
away distance.
It's like, just maybe stay where y'all are. We're catching up.
Or continue down and wait for us. Everything's fine now. Got it.
We got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly down and basically say that like situations has been handled. We're catching up right now. We also got someone new.
We take prisoner friend.
The people that have the most reaction, Dusk and Clement just give very tired, like exacerbated looks. Like, great, another one.
Another
Fucking
one.
great.
Because this is a regular occurrence by this point.
Yeah, great. They've adopted another one.
Yep.
Not necessarily adoption. Not yet.
They rescued
very least
another
we're
one.
just-
Rescue dogs.
And another one.
Another,
And another one.
another one.
Another one.
Another one. Another one. Anyway.
I do that.
So what about like the rest of the party? I'm mostly curious about Miranda and Leonia. If they have any sort of reaction.
Veranda just looks confused, and she looks at Leonia like, "What is their problem?" And Leonia's like, "I don't fucking know.
I don't know, man.
They got a
When the
savior
tit-
complex or something."
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know, maybe like Clement will just explain, just like
They
yeah.
probably took the person out of that suit of armor and have dragged them along,
Either as a prisoner.
or as a rescue dog.
Like, what do you mean rescue?
They'll have to explain it to us later.
Yeah. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
So, I'm just stalling a little bit till Jade gets back into the
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
But,
Is it just me, or is it Caleb still loading?
no,
Yeah,
he's...
just-
Caleb's fine for me.
And my internet has been real shitty this whole time, so.
Caleb's fine for me, so...
Same here.
Yeah, I'm also gonna be
Caleb's
submitting.
still loading for me.
I'm gonna be submitting song from Fire
I don't know
Emblem
why,
to the art fight.
but okay.
Cool.
Ah.
But,
I haven't drawn them in forever.
little cat boy. But, yeah. So, you put the kid in the carriage, and then get on your horses, with Anastasius kind of behind the carriage, just, like, keeping an eye on this frail little thing. Making
Yeah,
sure he doesn't try to get out and accidentally fall over the edge.
Hmm.
Yep.
while you're walking with him, he very weakly tries to ask you for something, but at first you don't really hear him, and it just kind of comes out as like wheezing. So you're
Aw.
like, "Huh? What's that?" And
What's that, little man?
he very weakly asks you for some water.
Oh, yeah, get some water, but Cobart! Cobart, get down here!
God, y'all have water skins. Jesus.
But yeah, get him some water, man. Get him some water.
Get the kid water. Ben.
That's
Girl,
you,
you-
Anastasius.
Ben.
Wait, what am I doing?
The
boy
kid has asked you for some
water.
water. He's thirsty.
It's
I-
thirsty!
I don't have the water skins.
There should
They're
be one
in the
carriage.
carriage. Get him one.
I'm not in the carriage. I never am in the carriage.
You're
Well, get in
walking
the
behind the
carriage.
carriage, Anastasius.
Get in the fucking carriage!
No.
Does Kalina
So-
hear this?
Very quickly, before anything,
Oh, it's
Anastasius,
back.
Jay's back.
Anastasius does go up to get and to give the kid some water.
Yeah. He very gratefully drinks the entire contents of the water skin,
Oh,
and after he finishes, he gives you his thanks. His voice is very, young. You can tell how young he is from his voice. And he just kind of sits quietly with the empty water skin sitting in the back
Aw.
of the carriage, not really knowing what to say or do next. With that being said, you eventually catch up to the rest of the party at the foot of the mountain. Now that, you're not on a narrow pathway, you can all sort of group together and figure out what's going on.
God, they must have heard, like, come to think of it, they must have heard, like, all the explosions
Yeah.
as they were going down. Yeah, they just see, like, boom, 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 and, like, all, like, the rock falling. And then silence.
Clement is the first to speak up, and he says, "Alright, so anybody care to explain what the fuck happened?" There was
Kalina,
a bunch
she,
of commotion and then nothing.
Kalina, she sighs and then says, well, we did think that things would take a different turn, but, well, and she kind of gestures into the carriage. That young boy in there is very, very emaciated. He was in that armor. If I'm being entirely honest, I don't know how he's still alive.
He was like ripped up inside and like all
Yes, he
chained
was
up.
bound, chained, caged.
Yeah.
Kalina, she's actually gonna hop off her horse and actually take a look into there to, like, check how he's doing.
He's just kind of awkwardly sitting there,
Oh.
like, his legs are just like straight out because he can't really
Aw.
do much because of the braces, and he's just kind of like
Aw.
got his arms flopped.
Oh. Is there any food in the back of the carriage?
Yes, there is.
Kalina, she, asks him, would you like something to eat?
He like looks up at you and just nods shyly. She's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, Kalina, she gets out, like, a small amount and just says, not too much now. We have to get you back on food slowly.
Refitting syndrome.
He very weakly
Yeah.
takes the food and eats.
Yeah.
And every time he moves, you can hear like the creaking of the
Yeah.
little mechanized pistons of the braces.
Kalina, she, says, might I ask your name?
He sort of scrunches his eyebrows together like he's confused. And then he swallows the bite that he had in his mouth and he says, I was never given a name.
Kalina, she kind of blinks. She says, what do you mean?
None of us were given names. We were just numbers.
Oh. Kalina,
All of us
she...
knights. Yeah, so all the knights have been given numbers, they do not have names.
Kalina, oh, honey. Oh, no. Oh, honey. Oh my gosh. Kalina, she, sees this and you can see that she just looks so sad right now. So sad.
Yeah.
And, she just asks, well, we'll get you one in time. It's the least you deserve. If you think of any, just let us know.
He nods. Just like, okay.
And then she says, my name is Kalina, if you were wondering.
Nice to meet you, Kalina. You know, now that things are a little less hectic, adrenaline has died down, you're sort of able to get a better read on this kid other than his sorry state.
Yeah.
He has very, like, deep tanned skin.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes are big doe-like eyes that are deep, like, reddish brown.
Ooh, pretty.
And his hair is sort of a light gingery color, and it's short and curly.
The boy.
The boy.
The boy. So yeah, Kalina, she, says, I'm going to step out now, but let us know if you need anything, alright?
Alright.
And Kalina, she steps back out of the carriage and, as she, like, gets a decent distance away and, like, to where, like, the kid can't, like, see her facial expression, she just lets it all drop.
Crying.
And she looks at Clement and, like, cause she looks, like, so upset right now. He's like, Dad!
And Clement's like, oh my goodness, what's wrong?
And Kalina, she just says, he's been mistreated so badly, Clement. He was chained in there for so long that he's skin and bones. And he can't be much older than Sarzov.
What else did he
I
tell
don't-
you?
He doesn't even have a name. He and the other knights were just given numbers.
Yeah. Clement is just like, stunned to silence.
Oh god, what does Veranda think? Oh god.
Well, you can turn and look and see what Miranda thinks.
Yeah, Kalina, like, she does, like, take a glance over at, like, the rest of the group. Just seeing how they're doing.
Everybody,
She actively wants to check in on people.
everybody looks very somber, and you know, they're like obviously distraught about what's going on
Yeah.
because this is fucked up.
Yeah. It's like, yes, we have a kid.
So,
And Veranda looks pretty upset, and what's the? I'd like you to make an insight roll for on
Okay.
Veranda, actually.
Oh, dear.
okey-dokey.
and this is all of us.
Just Kalina, since she's like, you know, the one looking for everybody's reactions and things.
Dirty 20.
Specifically at Veranda.
Dirty 20.
Alright, Veranda is like very obviously upset, but you can sort of see by her body language and everything that she looks guilty.
Oh.
I wanna pay close attention to Miranda.
Kalina, she kind of sees this, and she like does like go over to Miranda a bit and just like she like just asks, "How are you holding up?"
I'm fine, I guess. Of course,
Are
things
you?
could be better, but yeah, I'm fine.
I can sense that you're not. That there's something more in there.
She like quickly glances to Leonia, who's like just pretty deep in thought, just like, you know, pondering what has happened.
Yeah.
And
Processing.
she leans down a little bit to you and she says, after some time, they stopped giving names to my children, and I was told that they were only referred by number.
I knew it.
Yep.
Kalina, she her eyes just widen, and she just says, "So, that boy. Oh, stars, that's
Yes, and probably every single one of those nights. I can't believe I never pieced it together.
Kalina, she like you can see like both the sadness, but you can also see rage. You can see like rage, like wrath. Not directed at Veranda,
Yeah, just in general.
but just general rage. And just
Eye
says,
twitches.
yeah, like her eye, like you can see it twitch. It's like the one crack in her facade. Just you can see it twitch. And she says, when we go back to that city, I am making sure that every single one of those children are freed.
And
Ah.
Veranda, she just... You can still see the guilt on her face. You hear her just very quietly say, I should have been a better mother. Then none of this would have ever happened.
Helena, she looks to her and just says, do not say that. This was out of your control. You were trapped. And what were you supposed to do? You did everything you could.
She doesn't
And
say
right
anything.
now,
She just has
you
a
can
very
be there
distant
for him.
Will he even want to see me? I'm sure they've told him from the moment he could understand speech that I didn't care about him, that I never loved him, that I didn't even knew he existed.
There's only one way to truly find out for sure.
She just kind of looks towards the carriage.
It doesn't have to be now, but some point soon.
Yeah, I
Right
think
now,
we're
we
all
need
a
to
little
get
too
to
shaken
safety.
up for that whole chestnut.
We need to get to safety and get him into a proper place of rest. And then you might be able to talk to him. We should get to Ceruleus soon. Once we're there, you'll be able to talk to him. God, this session went really dark really quick.
Yeah.
That's
it
how this
really-
campaign
Yes,
fucking
Margaret.
goes,
Yeah, I
man.
know, but still.
Every
No.
single time we encounter an enemy,
I
they're
reached in
just
my bag of
sad.
goldfish so hard that I stabbed
Surprise,
through
they're
a goldfish
just
and it got
sad.
stuck under my fingernail.
So,
That's how angry I
Oh.
was.
Oof. Yeah.
very-
Oh, sorry. You thought that this was an enemy? Ha! Nope. It's just sadness.
It's a
No matter
child
how mu-
soldier.
Yeah, no matter
It's
how
just
many
sadness.
times this happens in the campaign, like I always think, just
Isn't
like,
this,
oh,
like,
are we
the
finally gonna
7th
fucking
time?
kill someone? Nope.
Are we finally gonna
No,
kill
it's sadness.
May I very quickly say a thing in like character?
Mm-hmm.
Anastasia, not even in just one eye, both eyes like twitching at very different like speeds and tempos. Just because has just wakes up and says, "God, just like back fucking home." With my he like town. I didn't. I think. Like, how could I have known? Like,
She's
just
so angry.
very.
From sentences.
Yeah, and then he says, I just. I wish we could go back and deal with the biggest bully of them all right now.
Yeah.
Agreed. But right now, we don't have the resources for that. As much as I would like to storm back there right now, we can't.
We had
Nice, Darcy.
Tobias
That was
and...
Tobias.
Who else did you
The
kill?
X. The X.
Who else have you killed? I don't know.
The guy who tried to assassinate Kalina.
Yeah.
Both bad guys were true enemies of Kalina.
Mm-hmm.
Are all the people that we're gonna kill.
Then,
But yeah.
then very quickly, the Anastasia says, more just in a draconic and like signing a draconic specifically. He says, I wish I'm words. And again, once again, I know what I want to say. I just words are not helping.
No problem, man. You're good.
But Anastasia says something along the lines of like, even back like then, though they didn't give us names, they didn't make up some bullshit excuse, but rather that it was some tradition or something.
Mm. So this one hits Anastasius a little hard.
Oh
Hard
man.
home.
Yeah, which is why I said it, he says it in like draconic sign, because of double encrypted the language.
Yeah. No one fucking knows what he's saying.
Yeah,
I don't know if some people even realize that he's saying anything.
I think he's just
Could
stimming.
just be it could just be, oh, there
Stimming.
goes Anastasius stimming again.
Yeah.
Understandable, this is a really rough situation.
Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes you just gotta stim it out, buddy.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
all.
And then he looks at the kid and says, "Kid, whatever your name is gonna be, make sure it's something relevant to you and you alone. And as in no one, as he like does like one of these hand things towards the kid, says no one else at this point in fucking time is allowed to name you."
He just kind of like gives you a look, just like kind of like a yeah, okay, I understand. Just like okay.
Kalina, she sighs and just says, "We better keep moving. We don't want to get caught here when it's dark, especially with those sirens rounding around." And she gets back on Indigo.
And with that, everybody continues towards Edenbrook. And by now, it's late afternoon. Like the sun is beginning to get a little lower in the sky, but it's not setting yet. It's been a whole day of this. As you make it to Edenbrook and you see Ceruleus flying overhead, you are very aware of the fact that people are definitely staring at the group. Especially
Yeah,
now since Leonia
mean-
and Veranda are accompanying you.
Yeah. We are a very large group with two gods in our midst.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of hard to not stare.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. Kalina's mind is just way too focused on the fact that, oh my god, there's a kid.
Yeah.
As you're walking, Dusk says to you, Kalina, when we reach Ceruleus, I will take the time to contact Tiranali. Tell her that we have safely retrieved Veranda and Leonia.
Of course. Kalina, she just sighs and almost defeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she says, "This doesn't really feel like a victory."
It's not.
And you can see a tear or two roll down Kalina's face.
But it is not a defeat either.
Is it though?
We are all safe. And they did not get what they wanted, which was Veranda.
That is true.
And if anything, we've done more good by saving him.
Yes. Just there's so many others, and I know we can only do so much, and I know that Kalina, she's just at like a loss for words, and you can see the tears start to pick up a little bit, and she pulls out a bit of a handkerchief and like, you know, dabs her eyes a bit. I just feel so stupid.
Why?
I don't know. I guess I just feel like I've been reckless in many ways. I mean, look at my hands. And she holds them up and like you know, emphasizing how scarred they are. I could have lost my hands due to this if. And I know we can't save everyone. It's. I don't know. I just. There's so many things going on in my head right now, and I wish they weren't.
Dusk gives you a very sympathetic look. And he puts his hand on your shoulder. He says, even though you doubt yourself and what you are able to do and what you've done very well.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, I would hope so. I'd be able to hold the title of diplomat if I weren't.
I can tell you with certainty that I've never seen a diplomat with the, well, quite like you, let's say. None who would
It's like-
ever put themselves in the line of danger to protect people and what they believe is right.
Yes, I suppose most wouldn't they prefer not to get their hands dirty.
Yes.
Well, we're almost there. I can hold out until then and might break down then, but it'll be all right.
I think we're all hardly holding it together.
Sometimes you have to plan for your breakdowns.
Yeah.
Gotta schedule it. It's called
Gotta
time
schedule it.
management.
It's called time. God, that is Kalina.
Professional.
That is Kalina.
Kalina
She's
and
like,
Dusk.
I need to schedule my
I
breakdown.
need to schedule my panic attack. It's time management.
Now's not a good time. Let's wait until we're home. We have
Like,
breakdowns at
do I have
home.
time for a breakdown this week? I can schedule
My
it.
schedule's not open.
Yeah, sorry, I need to reschedule my mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can we make
We
this
have time
meeting
on
into an
Tuesday.
email? We turn this meeting into an email so I can have my breakdown. Yes. But with like just everybody's very somber, very quiet, you ascend onto Ceruleus where Baraka is waiting for you. And she she's smiling, and then she sees the look of everybody and drops it
It's like,
immediately.
oh,
She's
no.
like,
Trauma happened.
all right, let's just start out by asking, what happened?
Kalina, she, says, well, good news and bad news. Good news is, well, of course, we, have retrieved both Leonia and Miranda safely. Well, the bad news, oh dear. That none of us were injured, but oh stars, so much has happened. Like, she's thinking just like, my ex is dead. We've got a kid here that's basically on the brink of death.
Yeah.
She's thinking a lot about what she saw in the Sirens.
Starzoth is also a new ruler now.
Yeah, Sarzoth is technically a new ruler now, and she's got so much in her brain, and
If anybody
It's like
else
so-
wants to try to explain it, they can.
bro, if Kalina's at a loss for words, then
Ugh. Ugh.
So, Anastasius, he just pipes up and says, some terrible bullshit happened with an ex of someone in the group. Another one of our members has somehow become a ruler. Sirens attacked us mentally, and I swear gave us some emotional damage, and other things that I don't think is a good time right now for.
Dusk goes up to Berica and pats her on the shoulder and says, I will explain in full detail in our meeting later. But, and then he turns to the group and says, I think we should take that young boy to the hospital here on Ceruleus. And Berica, like, whips her head to the group and she's like,
boy,
who needs medical attention? That was probably the first thing you should have said.
Kalina, she just sighs and she nods her head over to the carriage. If you want to take a look, you can, but be advised, he's in very dire condition.
Berica scrunches her eyebrows together in worry, and she a little bit stomps over there. She's like, I'm going. And she looks in the back of the carriage, and you
God,
can
that poor kid is just like, oh god. Why does she look angry?
you see her like open the like back curtain to the carriage, and then you see her like kneel down a little bit, and
Oh,
you can see her quietly talking with him.
oh.
And
Can I try to hear what she's saying, possibly?
Yeah.
If I'm still in the carriage?
Mhm. Yeah, if you're like, you're standing next to Grape with the
Yeah.
reins.
Perception?
Yeah. What's your passive perception, by the way, actually?
Oh, my passive perception? 15.
Okay, so I think you'll hear it, even without a roll. So,
Alright.
no need to, friend. But
Okay.
you hear Berica say, "Hey there. We're gonna get you help. We're gonna take you to the hospital and make sure that you're well taken care of, all right?" And you don't hear the kid reply, but you assume that he just nods. She says, "All right." And then she stands up and comes back to the rest of the group, and she's like, "All right, Tagok, do you know where the hospital is?"
Nope.
All right.
Sorry for interrupting. Anastasia just quickly says, I do. I'll take the ball to.
What do you mean you know?
Well, he knows because he's part of the Immortal
Oh yeah,
Alliance
he's been
and
he's been
been
on
here
Ceruleus
before.
many times. Yeah.
Yeah. The deep lore.
Yeah. So Anastasia just says, I know we're really. And once again, getting more into like his southern twang, like country bumpkin style this time. He says, I know where it is, ma'am. I'll dig in there. And Anastasia says that picking up the child as carefully as his 8'11" ass can. And you know that cat carry some people do?
One hand under the butt, one hand on the back. Just kind of
Yeah.
cat. Like a sad
Aw.
little cat. And Baraka just kind of looks at you, like, just. Alright. Go ahead. Shit.
Tagok's gonna go with him.
Just like, somebody deal with the hoss. I'm going with him.
Uh,
Somebody get grapes.
Just gonna kind of like look back at Kalina and the rest of the group briefly. She's like, well, we're back on Ceruleus, so we're probably fine. You know, she's still got her sword on her. So I'm gonna head out with this Anastasius.
Yeah. So, what's the rest of the party gonna do?
Kalina, she might also go to the hospital just to make sure that the kid is gonna be like well taken care of. She's just like, I have connections. I have connections, and if anything happens to this kid, I will sue you all to hell.
I'm gonna sue everybody.
I will
I'm gonna
sue
sue the world.
I will sue the gods.
Oh God.
I was gonna say I will sue God, but we have plural there.
There's a lot. There's a bit of a pantheon.
Yeah. I will sue the pantheon of Vera.
Mark my words. But yes. I'm guessing that a decent amount of you just sort of go to the hospital to see how the kid, you know, get all the information on him, see how his condition is going.
Yeah.
But Anastasius waltzes into the hospital and is like, we've got a situation.
It's like, hey, y'all remember me? And everyone's like, oh God, it's him. It's the one Baraka warned us about.
The nurses at the clinic, have you bring the boy into one of the hospital rooms and place him down on the bed where they begin evaluating him and also trying to figure out how to get the braces off of him. You're not in the room when they do this, but they are giving you updates throughout, and they do inform you, the group, that they will have to surgically remove the braces as it's pinned into him. Similar to how some types of medical braces are, where they are pinned through the bone.
Oh, honey.
Jade's face.
That Jade's chat, y'all can't see this, but
She made the most just, oh god face I've
Yeah.
ever seen in my life.
yeah. And now she's coughing.
Yeah.
Jade is unfortunately a little bit sick right now, but she's getting past it.
Yeah.
Blame Canada.
Blame
I'm good.
Canada.
I'm good.
Blame Canada.
This is- I've had worse. I've had whooping cough.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Also,
Yeah.
I sent you part 2 of the comic.
Yes, I saw it.
Like
It's good.
But they tell you that his condition is stable and they're not going to proceed with removing the braces until his condition has improved some and he is not at risk going under. and being put through surgery.
Mhm.
They said that it will probably take a few days until they're confident enough to remove the pins that are going through his bones.
Yeah.
But once he's, all stabilized, they allow you to come see him. And you go into the room, he's, magical beeping sounds.
No, it's a bird.
A
It's a
fucking
bird that can
chirp.
sense this pulse to just like beep.
Oh. It's a machine, but it's like a little, it looks like a bird. The part of the machine looks like a bird. But, stop making bird sounds, Jade. Stop it, you're distracting me. Yes, he's hooked up to some magical monitoring systems, checking on his vitals, and he has an IV of fluids.
Yeah, get him some fluids.
He needs some milk.
That boy really does need some milk.
He needs some milk. His poor
His
bones.
poor bones. His poor bones.
Yeah.
God, Gwendolyn would feed him so much.
Mm-hmm.
Or like she'd want to, but she
Send
knew
the
that she
letter.
couldn't. So she
Send
just
the
like
letter.
she makes him so much. Send the mother.
Send in the mother. But
Send in the mother.
She has arrived.
But yeah, he seems to be doing a little bit better. He seems very confused by everything, though. Being in a medical facility, being, checked on constantly by the nurses and
Yeah,
everything.
like taken care of. Oh, honey.
Yeah.
Ah, ah, ah.
Mistress.
One of the nurses who is in the room pulls one of you aside, probably Anastasius, because he was the one who carried him in, and says, do you have a name for this patient so that he will be in our logs and we know who's visiting him?
Anastasia replies to the nurse and says, "The poor kid don't have no name. Bless
Okay,
his
you're
heart."
looking up, sorry.
Yeah, but Anastasia says, "Bless his heart, but no, he don't have no name. I blame the city he grew up in." And now that being said, that is definitely a question that if the child's awake and is willing to talk, we could ask if he had chosen a name.
All right. Do you know how old he is?
Anastasia says my best guess is somewhere around like teenage years of age. However, that don't much mean anything. Like I look like I'm 21, but somehow I'm 100 because of some magical contract. So no, I don't.
I would not be surprised.
Casually spilling his lore.
Yeah, casually spilling his lore. He's so stressed that he's
Info dump.
dumping.
He's trauma dumping.
Oh.
Girl, we all
dumping.
do that.
The nurse
She's so
sighs a
stressed
little
and
bit.
trauma dumping.
The nurse sighs a little bit and she says, "Is there anything that you know about the patient's history that would help us in any way?" There is
Anastasius just
something.
like nervously chuckles, like a little bit by then says, it's like some of the
Doing? I see you whispering something.
yeah, but Anastasius like trauma wise chuckles and says, well, sadly the poor guy is a child soldier, where she weren't, but not my previous statement about go to the city you grew up in.
It's Atria, right?
Yeah, Atria.
Yeah, Atria.
Right, and
You all can sort of hear this conversation that's going on between Anastasius and the nurse. And Kalina, you hear her ask if there's anything that you know about him that could possibly help them give better care to him.
Kalina,
Something.
she hears this, and she goes, like, she looks back at the boy and just says, I'll be back in a moment. And she steps out, and she says, well, there is one thing. He's one of Veranda's children.
Oh, so he's a demigod then.
Yes.
All right. We'll have to.
Unfortunately, there's not much else that we can provide.
Even that is
Because
very
we-
helpful. Thank you. We'll have to write that down in his chart.
It's like, hey, yo, we got a demigod here.
Another one.
Shit. Things is happening.
Anastasius kind of looks at Kalina and just says, forgot about that.
Well, technically,
kind of
Kalina's
does.
the only one who knows. Because
Or-
Yeah.
Veranda only told her.
Yeah.
So you're just finding this out.
And it's just like, hey, yo, what the fuck?
Elaborate, please.
So rather, Anastasius, he just looks at Kalina and the Draconic says, what the fuck? Heard of that? You mean this child's a child of Miranda? But he actually says, really?
Helena just nods and just says, don't discuss it with him just yet. Only Veranda told me. But rather, I was the only one that Veranda told. So, just keep quiet about it for now, alright? I want her to
Anastasius,
discuss it on her own terms.
right, and Anastasius, like, common sign, just to think, thumbs up, and says, okay, understood.
It's like, yes, ma'am. Oh shit, the hair's coming down.
My hair's still
Oh,
wet.
Undoing
no.
the hair. Oh
He's undoing
shit.
the hair.
Oh shit.
Take cover.
My hair's getting so long.
Yes, it to do
It looks
be.
very pretty.
I have the longest hair right now. That is so weird.
I'll catch
Like,
up
out of
soon
everyone
enough,
in the group-
bitch.
Bro, my hair grows so fast. Dude.
So does mine.
That's
Y'all were
challenge.
surprised that my hair was this long.
Is
And I've been growing it out for 2 years.
I know, because the last time that I really, like, saw your hair was fucking Tennessee.
It was also like very fluffy.
Yes.
Anyway,
But, now, you know, it's getting late. Like, the sun has set, and it's getting a little later. Should probably leave the kid to,
Yeah.
get some rest and sleep.
yeah,
Gain a
And
little bit of
this whole
strength back.
situation.
yeah,
And, go back to the manor.
yeah. sentence.
Oh, I
Also,
see cat.
I see the cat. I see cat.
I see the cat in the background, Ben.
Cat in the background, man.
Kibby.
Oh my gosh.
Kibby.
Gibby.
Kibby.
Gibby.
I saw her too.
Kibby.
Oh no.
But yeah, I would not be surprised if like Kalina just is like, I'm going to see my friend, and just walks into the deep run portal.
Cries.
Kane. Because like I would not be surprised if she didn't really even discuss like Tobias at all.
She was just too sick at that time.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so she just
Yeah.
goes in and she just goes up to him and just like face plants
When
herself on him.
When your friend just suddenly shows up at your
And
house,
cries.
fucking bawling, gives you a
Are
hug
you
and just
good?
sobs into your torso.
Girl, you
And
good?
it's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
It's like, bro, you were just here. Did you forget something? Ah.
Oh.
But everybody's kind of going back, and as you're sort of heading out of the wing of the ship that has the hospital, you see like the familiar shadow of Freya walking down the middle of the road of the shopping district.
Alright.
By themselves.
Kalita,
I would
she,
like to go join them.
Yeah. Same with Kalita. She just kind of calls out, Freya, is that you over there?
You see Freya's antennas perk up. And they sort of like sit in place a little bit and they say, yeah, it's me.
Oh, just baby, just like, oh, hit the deck.
It sits on their haunches.
Sit.
It's like, what you want?
What you want? But yeah, Kalina just goes up to Freya and just says, why didn't you go out here?
Oh, I was heading to the pet shop. I wanted to see Cupcake.
Oh, Cupcake.
Okay.
The snake. The big snake.
Ah.
It's a big
Big
snake named
snake.
Cupcake. Colbart's gonna go take a fucking walk through the sky.
He's gonna go fly himself. Take himself for a walk.
So
Yeah.
Anastasius kind of looks to like Selena take all kind of them and just say this and y'all. I'm gonna go back to the manor and make myself a big old pot or two of mac and cheese with
Bagel.
no, like mac and cheese,
Mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
with like 8 types of cheese. I don't know.
The real fuck me up mac and cheese.
Yeah, he was so upset
Yeah.
about the sirens fucking seducing him with mac and cheese that he's gonna now just gorge on mac and cheese.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like,
But
my
consider
love.
this
My
mac
beloved.
and cheese on a bagel.
And he then says, "Am I even at
The
a
vision.
crab or something? I don't know. I just need comfort food right now.
Mac.
Especially after the shit show that just happened."
Everybody scratches their chin thoughtfully.
No, it's just, I had an itch. I had an itch.
Men stroking their beard.
The men, yeah.
The men folk
Except
are
for-
touching their beards thoughtfully.
Except for Caleb,
He's a
For that.
baby.
for he hath no beard.
He did the baby.
Not get chin hairs.
That's not a beard yet, honey. I know.
When you're in middle school and you sprout your first beard hairs. and you refuse to get rid of the 3 mustache hairs. I understand,
in middle,
Caleb. I understand.
listen, in middle school,
Yes,
like
I
6th
understand.
fucking grade, I had a full ass beard in 6th grade.
Damn.
The idea of a 12-year-old having a beard just sounds so fake to me.
Listen,
The idea of a 12-year-old is fake.
12-year-olds don't
Yeah.
fucking exist. What are you
12-year-olds
talking
don't
about?
Time isn't real.
Time
God.
isn't real. Time
You
is
were never 12.
No
Nope.
one was ever 12.
I was never 12.
12
I
is a
was
fake
never
fucking
12.
number.
I
It
don't
doesn't
believe in the
exist.
concept of time.
A
That's not
dozen?
true.
What are
I
you
do.
talking about? Fuck you.
The only dozen that exists
Noon,
is a baker.
midnight? Are you crazy?
The
God.
only
Anyway, we're getting
concept of
distracted.
time that is allowed is the fabric of space-time.
But yeah, we're getting distracted.
Yes.
When are we not?
Yeah, true.
So, after telling you that they're going to the pet shop, they just sort of go off, continue to the pet shop to go see Cupcake.
Yeah.
And then the rest of you all head back to the manor,
Yeah.
you know, ready to turn it in for the night and
Yeah.
rest some more and
Yeah.
process what the fuck just happened.
Yeah,
Tagok,
he's
you've
gonna
got to take your
lie
mace
in
out of the
bed.
back of the fucking carriage and lug it
Let's
into the
go.
house and
You
display
see
it
the
in your
wheels, like
room.
once you lift the mace from the thing, like you just hear, like see them like pop back up.
Yeah. And Colbart, you're flying overhead or walking, whichever one. You're having a night walk, as you do, and you're keeping an eye out for your boyfriend. And
Need to clear my fucking head.
you get Tagok's gonna go to the fucking bar. She's gonna get drunk.
Or at least
Kalina-
grab a drink.
Yeah.
I think it's time for
Yeah.
everybody to get a little bit jiggy with it.
Yeah,
bit jiggy with that.
Anastasius, like I said earlier, goes
Mac
to
and
make
cheese.
yes, but while he on his way, he decides to just increase the amount of types of cheese.
God,
Jeez.
you're gonna run Ceruleus out of cheese. You bastard.
And like, and like, and then after making the mac, he's going to go to his tub and say, "Oh, sweet glorious tub, may I soak in your glory."
Dorime.
Sorry, man.
Dorime.
I just got a giant shiver up my back. Ah.
Hatsune Miko Dorime. But year. Tagok, you decide to go for a drink, and you see Colbart sort of wandering about by himself, just aimlessly outside. And Colbart, you see Tagok heading towards the gay bar, because it's the good bar. That's the good one.
Yeah.
I not gonna lie, I kind of imagine it, me as bird form walking in that around.
Oh.
You
a
see
fucking
Colbart's you see
Like a
Colbart's
pigeon.
fucking bird form just walking around.
I'm just imagining, like, you know how, like, Western bars, like, they have, like, the doors, like,
Yeah.
like, are not fully on the ground. I'm just imagining that, and, like, it, but it doesn't even pop. Yeah, it walks under it, yeah.
A bird
Like a
walks
pigeon.
into a bar.
Like a pigeon.
A bird walks into a gay bar.
Like how pigeons,
What joke is
instead of,
this?
flying away, they're just like, I gotta walk faster. I gotta walk faster.
I mean, they see how people are walking all the time, so.
Yeah. New
Yeah.
York!
New York.
Yeah! Tegak, you heading onto the bar. And, Colbert, are you gonna follow? Are you gonna follow her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I drink as a bird?
Oh
How does that
no.
work?
I wouldn't
They probably
suggest
flash,
it.
Show me
Find
your
out.
ID. Show me your ID, little man.
You could probably drink a lot less and get drunk faster. So,
Your metabolism is probably all fucky wucky.
wonky.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a magic bird. Who fucking knows?
But Tegak, you head into the bar, and Colbart walks under the door, basically, and comes in after you. And after you get your drink, you look and see that Colbart is like waddling through the bar. And you're like, huh. Bird.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look. Maybe I recognize if it's him, maybe not. Depends on the lighting. And I'm
It's a
just like,
big bird. There's only one big
Huh.
bird.
And a very unique.
and I just fucking go back. I'm just gonna fucking drink.
Time to drown my fucking troubles in alcohol. Woo!
Woo! It doesn't actually affect me anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see
Because
if
She's the only
I-
functioning alcoholic to ever exist.
I can burn it all off and I have a decent constitution.
You're...
$12.78.
Colbert, are you gonna... Do you want to sit next to Tegak at the bar on the stool next to her?
Yeah, I want to see if not this Jade, but
The other
the other Jade.
character, Jade.
Ah, okay.
You look around the bar, Colbert, and you see that Jade is sort of off in a corner. He's like leaned up against a wall, talking to some other guys. They're like standing there, very straightly, talking to each other.
Very straight.
Straightly, narrows eyes. In a very
Yeah.
straight way, straight man way, just talking to each other in the gay bar.
Yeah, like, hey, bro, what's up, bro?
This is a gay bar. Hey,
You know,
what's up, bro?
I love,
Strap
like,
on
I
in,
love that.
It's
Like,
called being undercover.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're just like they come there for like the drink deals.
Well, Jade is
Like, yeah.
gay.
No, I'm not talking about Jade. I'm talking about the straight dudes.
Well, I didn't say they were straight. I just said they were standing very straight.
Oh.
There's a difference.
No.
They're standing in a very heterosexual way over there in the corner.
Alright,
Colbert?
So you did
Colbert?
you see the game on
I'm
Saturday?
gonna drop my way down there.
Just
One of the guys
You
looks
bird walking.
like just very confused, like, huh? Look as you're walking over, and he like kind of slaps the other two on the shoulder. He's like, "This fucking bird. What's the bird doing in here? Does that bird have ID?" And then the other one says, "Hey yo, little buddy, you got ID?"
You can chirp at him.
He answered, "Well, I'll be damned."
Like,
That's a smart bird.
chirping like.
Shit. And Jade is just like laughing. He's like, I think he's a little too drunk to realize it's you.
No.
I'm just gonna go
Do
up to
some
him.
magic shit. Freak him out.
I'm just gonna go up to him.
Can you waterbend as a bird?
You finally see me. Hi, Ben.
Can you waterbend as a bird?
Can he waterbend as a bird? We
I
got.
think you win stuff as a bird.
Yeah. You might be able to waterbend as a bird. Who knows?
'Cause just because your bones are hollow doesn't mean you can't waterbend.
Might take some training to waterbend as a bird.
I'm gonna
Might have
walk
something to
up
do with
Jade.
to affect the magnetism of waterbending.
I'm gonna like lean against his leg and nuzzle into him and basically ask for upsies.
Oh,
You like bounce a little bit on your feet near his leg, and he's like,
aw.
wait a minute. And he like gets a better look at you, and he's like, oh my god. And then he reaches down and picks you up, and he's like, guys,
Boyfriend.
this is my bird boy. This is Colbart. What are you doing, Colbart? And he like pats you.
Aw.
Oh. I just do a little chirp, tired chirp, and just snuggle in. I just want to be snuggled and cared for a bit.
The other guys are just like, damn, your boyfriend's a bird? And Jade's like,
What?
no, he's not always a bird. He can just turn into a bird. And I think he just wants cuddles right now.
Mad
And
game.
I just chirp and as an agreement.
The other guys are just like drunkenly like, and they just like reach over and just pet your head, pet your
That's a
back.
cool bird, bro.
Nice bird. Good bird.
Bird boyfriend.
Bird boyfriend.
I'm used to being called fish boy, now I'm being called bird boy.
Yeah, your bird boyfriend when you're in bird boy form.
Yeah.
Fish boyfriend otherwise.
This
Tagok, you're just kind of watching this from afar. You're just like, catch your drink in hand, like,
Yeah.
wow, look at him go.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking homosexual. While you're in a gay bar.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I was also
happy
gay
Pride
myself.
Month, everyone.
As a
It's the last
homosexual.
day of Pride Month.
Woo!
Last day of Pride Month.
Uh,
But I won't stop being gay.
As you
ah, shit, I
shouldn't.
forgot to grab my stickers and pins from work.
Hmm. You might be able to
We can grab 'em
see
later.
gay tree in the background of my video. I have a gay tree. It's right there. Rainbow tree.
Nice.
Yay!
But
Yeah, I'm just kind of at the bar observing, but also not really paying attention. Just kind of sitting there.
What kind of drink are you having, Tagok? What kind of drink? What is
Uh,
Tagok like as far as alcohol? What kind of
I don't
taste does she
know,
like? She a whiskey
know.
girl, a bourbon gal.
I don't drink alcohol.
It just burns off anyway.
Bitch, I don't even drink soda. I drink water, and that's it.
Concept.
Uh,
Hard cider.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Not like anything insanely strong. But you know, definitely something that'll maybe not to the level of drunken that she got at Hoth's party.
Hoss party. You'll never get that drunk again.
No.
Unless you're with Hoth
But in-
again.
Unless I'm with Hoth again. But you know, she's not gonna be like fucking shit faced. But maybe to the point where she just like her cognitive ability is at least noticeably slowed.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah.
She's a little buzzed. And that's it.
Ooh. Yeah.
His feathers are a bit ruffled.
You're having a Long Island iced tea. There we go.
Okay.
She's having a Long Island iced tea.
You know more about it than I do, so cool. But yeah, she's just kind of sitting there and watching, but not really paying attention or actually processing what's going on. Just kind of staring off into space and processing the whole. I was straight up about to fucking murder a kid.
It
Yeah.
happens. But you didn't.
Yeah. You did it.
Yeah.
But she did it.
But you didn't.
But
But also, you
I
know.
should have left you on that street
Ah.
where I found it. But you did.
But also, like, if we're really taking her past into consideration,
She's killed a lot of
She's-
kids. Probably.
she's probably killed kids before.
Yeah.
If we're being perfectly honest about the reality of her situation. Like, yeah, she was roughly a kid herself, but she's probably killed kids.
Child on
Probably.
child violence.
Ah.
Yep.
He left. Ben gone. Shit. He's just
The fourth wall broke.
peace. Peace. Anyways, think I'm just gonna have it, you know. Unless Kalina, you wanna go cry to your
Kalina's gonna-
go cry to your boyfriend.
What?
Your boyfriend? Is he your boyfriend?
Oh my
God.
no.
Somebody's gonna ask that, and Kalina's gonna have a
That
stroke.
age difference is very sketchy.
if one of my friends was my boyfriend during school, it's like, can at the time a girl and a boy be just friends?
Right?
Society.
Yeah. But yeah,
Can people
Kalina,
literally just be friends regardless of gender? You don't have to romanticize or sexualize fucking everything. It's annoying.
Yeah. So also, she has a lot in her mind. Remember who she saw in the Sirens?
Yes.
So,
Oh my God. That is off. Jesus Christ.
but yeah, Kalina, she like is in the manor and she's like is standing before the thing, the gate.
The portal. The portal.
Yeah, the portal. Yeah, and she like you can see her like kind of pondering it a bit. It's like, should I go? There's a lot on my brain. And then she just kind of ultimately like just decides fucking like shakes her head and goes through.
Yeah.
And you can see that she's like definitely like crying or like on the verge of tears still.
Yeah.
She's been holding it a lot.
You head through the portal, and it's the portal's in
Almost
the
gonna
throne
drop here
room.
because
I'm pretty
also, like,
sure
really tired.
the portal's in the throne room. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you come through, and Kane is there doing some work. And he looks up and he says, "Oh, back so soon? Is everything all right?"
The moment Kalina hears that, like, she's just gonna start. Like, it breaks. She just breaks. She doesn't even say anything in response. Like she's gonna like at first she says she opens her mouth to speak, but then it just comes out as a sob.
Kane just oh, he's like, "Oh goodness, oh, here, let's sit down." And he comes over and he guides you to the pillow pile to sit down.
Yeah. She sits down and she sits next to him and just she's still sobbing a bit and she's just like, can I have a hug?
He looks at you and he just wraps his arms
Yeah.
around you and he's like, "Oh goodness, I don't even know how to comfort you other than this, because I don't even know what's going on."
No, it's this is good. I've been holding it a lot past few days.
Do you want to talk about it? Or is it too much right now?
Can we just stay like this for a bit? I just need
Alright. Do you want to lie down?
okay.
He just kind of like,
And down in the
while
snow
hugging you,
pile
just
with
flops back.
Aww.
So that like, you're kind of on his chest and he's just,
Aww.
he just lays there.
Love that.
And you
Yeah.
can feel his snakes just sort of like rubbing up
Aw.
against you. You feel one of
That's
them
super fun.
rubbing its face against your cheek.
Aw. I said, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Which I learned recently that when snakes rub their faces against your cheek, that's actually a sign of affection that snakes
Aw.
do.
That's
I know.
actually really cute.
I know! I saw a video of a girl and her snake was rubbing her face and she kissed it and it kept rubbing her face and it was cute.
Aw.
And somebody was like, yeah, they do that for affection. I was like,
Aw, that is so cute. But yeah, like, I think after a bit of just Kalina just like crying. Oh god, it's like Kane doesn't even wear a shirt. Like he probably just has like a bunch of like
chest is
run-off
wet.
makeup.
And
Yeah, he's got a run off
fucking
makeup
makeup.
on there. Is there just like an imprint of Kalina's makeup on his
her,
chest?
her foundation, her lipstick, her eyeliner, mascara,
It's just on
just
there.
all on his chest.
I guess he's so pale.
Mm-hmm.
It just sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, after a bit, like, she just, like, you know, starts talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know how I would start it. Yeah, I don't know how I would start it. Like, I guess, like, she's probably mostly thinking about Tobias, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she just says, Tobias is dead.
He pauses for a little bit, sort of thinking on what to say. And he says, and I can assume that you're not taking it very well.
I don't know. Like, I hated him so much, and yet when he died, right there, I was right there with him. Like, I don't know. It's stupid, and I feel stupid.
It's not stupid.
How? He broke my heart into a million pieces. And why?
You still loved him, didn't you?
I don't know. Maybe. This is so cheesy, but I love it. This is so cheesy. Also, Caleb, I see the fang. I finally saw the fang in your mouth.
I used to have like a pair of it,
Did you lose one?
but I lost one of them.
Yep.
He's got that anime boy fang right now.
Oh my god, he's got the anime boy fang.
Yeah, fucking early 2000s.
Yeah.
You drew
Yeah.
But
every
yeah.
anime
The thing
boy
is-
with a single fang.
This is actually not one from the pair. I was doing a couple. I got one full pair, then got this, then I ran out of hot water, and I fell asleep and I haven't done it again. So I am left with two different fangs from a different pair.
Nice.
And I'm gonna go.
Nice.
I mean, I got more. I just have to.
Blimey. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
Means?
Yeah. Kalina continues like she's very frustrated. Like she doesn't know if she like still loved Tobias or not. And, like she just feels really, really stupid.
He kind of like. I see swatting at the fly. But he is like rubbing your back, and he says, I've been there. You think you hate them, and then when their time comes, you feel their loss strongly. It's like you weren't ready to close that chapter of your life yet.
Yes. It was with Miranda with you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
How did you stop hurting?
Well, truth be told, the pain and the hurt never truly goes away. You just grow around it.
Helena, she thinks for a bit. And she just kind of says, feelings are so stupid sometimes.
Yeah,
Part of me wishes I never met him and that I never fell in love. And then it would just spare me all of this. But at the same time, when I was with him, I was the happiest I had ever been. Or at least I thought I was.
he doesn't reply or know what to say to this, but he just, continues comforting you.
Yeah. All the foundation on him. All of the runoff makeup.
So,
Yeah. But yeah, Kalina, she says, and a lot of other things have happened. Just, well, mostly with today. I managed to get Veranda out from her city after being held. But we've discovered that, that there were knights. Well, there were knights that were holding her captive, essentially, and those knights were her very own children.
he's silent for a little bit, but you can, feel the slight tensing in him.
Tighter hug.
Just like, ooh. And he says, that must be very difficult to learn and experience firsthand.
Yes. And then something else stupid. Look at my hands. Look at them. And she holds them up. She says, I decided to hold a baby siren because I wanted to protect something and save something. And then it bites me back, and now my hands are all messed up and they're ugly. I wish I wasn't so... I don't know. Letting all the emotions out today.
He doesn't say anything. You can see him like think for a while, but like decide not to say anything, and he takes both of your hands in one of his and just sort of like, you know, holds them,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
He says, "First of all, they're not ugly."
How? Look at them. They're all scarred and messed up now.
Whoever said that scars were ugly?
Blinks at that. She's so upset, she's not thinking clearly. She's like, well, a bit of the, like, a bit of the more, like, I guess genuine, like, when she's caught off guard, she's like, well,
And he says, "You know plenty of people with scars."
yes, I do.
And you would never call them ugly for their own scars. So why are you so unkind to yourself?
I don't know. I guess so used to keeping an image, I guess. And, you know, great Lady Brightwood can't have anything like that presenting to the public.
Oh, please. Diplomats aren't looking at the palms of your hands. And even if they are, there are so many reasons you could have scars. If they were to immediately assume that it was shameful, that would be their own misguided opinion.
I suppose just if you're so stupid, I wanted to be like I wanted to take care of that stupid baby siren because it was all alone. And I don't know. I wish I wasn't so nurturing. It's frustrating. And you can kind of like hear her mutter, "Probably never have kids anyway."
He doesn't, like, respond to that, because it's obvious that you weren't, like, trying to get a response from that, but
Yeah.
he says, "If your only crime is being compassionate, then I'd say you're a saint."
Kalina, she does laugh at that. Says, "I suppose, but still, just it's frustrating sometimes." Gets in the way of things, makes things more complicated.
But when a thing's not complicated,
Just listening to the saga. Oh,
the drama.
the drama. It's time for your telenovela.
Yeah,
It's time for the novelas, okay? This is the novela hours.
yeah.
Oh, that's the novella.
The viewership drop.
Why won't you love me, Alejandro?
Mi amor.
Porque no me amas, Alejandro.
The actual Spanish speakers in the house, baby. Let's go.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, King.
Thank you. Wonderful. But yeah, sorry, what did Kane last say? I love the drama hours. I love the drama.
I think the last thing he said that, he said, "If your only crime is being compassionate, then you're a saint." And then
Yeah.
I can't remember if you said something and then something else you said.
Yeah. No, I'll just say something again. It'll be fine.
Whatever.
Who knows?
Life.
We'll hear it back on the stream replay, but it'll be fine.
That's another music.
But yeah, Kalina just says, yes, I suppose that's true. It's frustrating wanting to take care of something or someone so bad. Does that, I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, it does.
Does
You often forget that I am a father.
Yes, I suppose that's true. I just feel like I'm overbearing sometimes. I think I have been a bit overbearing sometimes to mostly Nyoka. I will admit.
Yes, but he can be a little rash and reckless.
Yes. And I just want to make sure that he's alright. Well, if someone's important to you, then they're important to me.
He kind of like looks down at you and smiles.
It's like, oh, buddy.
And you kind of look up at him. And it's at this point that you realize that like his entire chest is stained with your makeup.
Oh no, she sees this, she's like, oh no. Oh no. And she kind of like sets up a little bit.
Tries to wipe it off and just smudges.
Yeah.
Smears.
Yeah, she's like, oh, stars, I am so sorry. Oh, my makeup and my tears and gosh, I look like a mess, don't I?
It's alright. You were having a moment. And makeup washes off.
Yes, but Mimi, but it looks ridiculous on you. It's like I've just planted my face. It's just a bit of my face.
Yes, it is. And he looks down at his chest. Where you can see like the clear like print of your cheek.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah, I can see like a bit of like my eye makeup, a bit
It's
of
like
like
the
the
pooling.
lips too.
the
Yeah.
pooling of fucking mascara run.
Yeah, oh my god. She just says, hold on, I might have some makeup remover in my bag or something.
And he's like, no, don't worry about it. I was going to take a bath today anyways.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's fine.
Alright. And then she's like, she then like gets a bit of like a grin on her face, and then she just like plots herself like back on his chest again, but on the other side of her face.
Yeah.
And she's like, hope you don't mind to do this then.
I don't.
Okay. Hi Ben, I see you unmuted. Did you want to say something?
Nah.
You're just listening to the soap opera.
Yeah, just,
The telenovela.
yeah, I've just been listening to emotions.
Ah, the drama. We love
There.
the drama here.
Italian hand signs.
Exactly, the Italian.
Eh.
And that would make sense because God tongue is Italian.
Eh.
Okay.
God.
So,
God.
Question for you, Arrows, just world-wise.
Yes.
Like, what, like, in real life, like, language tone do you feel like Draconic would have?
My immediate like language that popped into
German.
my head when you said that, I was thinking Mandarin.
Mandarin?
Yeah,
Okay.
Mandarin.
I kind of see that, yeah.
Yes.
I was just thinking German because it's very guttural.
But I was thinking Mandarin for that. Iconic. It's like Mandarin.
Yeah.
And now Ben proceeds to learn the entire language.
Yeah!
Just
He
to
goes.
fucking accurately play out Astasius. Oh
He
my
learns how to do
god.
Mandarin sign language.
Does Mandarin even have such language? I
It might.
wonder.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
possible.
where were we? Back to the drama. The drama.
Alejandro.
Alejandro.
Fernando.
Fernando.
I love ABBA. But yeah.
I was thinking Lady Gaga, but
You flop down on the other side of Kane.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
meh.
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 Yeah. There's still a lot on her mind. The siren.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she exactly talked to him about that.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I saw you in a siren.
Are you showing it on your face at all, girly pop?
Is she?
Are you?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, are you showing, like, you know, the fact that you're still thinking about other shit?
Yeah, she definitely would have her thinking face. Especially in this moment where, like, her guard is, like, down.
Yeah. Kane, of course, notices that
Yeah, it's like,
you still
I
got
see
your
thinking
pondering
face.
face on. And he's like, you still got something on your mind, don't you?
No.
Your thinking face is very obvious.
Kalina, like, you can see her, like, do a bit of a pout. No, it isn't.
It's clear as day.
No, it's not.
Let's not get off topic. What's on your mind?
Well, it's just, it's awkward. You can kind of see, like, there's, like, kind of a blush growing on her face.
He, like, raises an eyebrow and he's like, come on, can't be that bad.
Well, we did have a run-in with, a few sirens,
I assumed that you did, considering that you found a baby one.
Yes. Well, you know how sirens work. They try and take the form of potential interest.
Yes, and trustworthy individuals that could
Yes.
lure you
trustworthy
to your
individ-
death.
Yes. I don't know how to say this, but who I saw.
And he, like, puts his hand up and he's like, wait, don't tell me you saw your ex.
No.
And he, like, puts his hand over his chest. He's like, oh, that would have been really intense.
Yeah, that was surprisingly. I saw quite a few faces actually, like, but only once. There was several sirens outside of some holy ground that we were camped at, and they couldn't get in. But
Oh.
yeah, I saw several faces flash by, and none of them went to buy us, thankfully.
That's good. Well, who'd you see?
There was
He's seemingly oblivious to what you're gonna possibly say next.
Kalina, like, she does not know what to say. She just, like, almost just, like, plants her face in his chest, just like, ugh.
Yes, dig yourself further.
She's not thinking about that right now. She's just frustrated. Like, ah.
Meh.
God, he's just like, come on, get it out.
You can feel him like nudge you a little bit, like, come on, do it, say it, say it, say it, say it.
Yeah. And Kalina just bursts out, it was you! I saw you, okay?
He's looking at you and he just kind of blinks. Almost a little bit in disbelief, like, huh? He's like, really?
Yes. Well, to be fair though, when we saw it, I had just gotten back from staying here, recovering, so I guess it
Oh,
was
yeah.
fresh in my mind. Hi Caleb, I see you see me. Hi.
Nice. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, it can be tricky like that.
Yes. Just, I don't know. I guess just after Tobias and everything, just, I don't know. It's awkward. I'm sorry. And she begins to, like, sit up. It's just like, I made it awkward.
And he's like, no, it's okay. It's just, that was a little unexpected.
Yeah. She just kind of like puts her face in her hands. And, just
And
like,
he's, and then he gets this cheeky look on his face. He's like, I mean, what, do you have a secret to tell me? And then he immediately starts laughing.
And Kalina she's like, Kane! And she like slaps him on the chest.
Ow.
Like, you know, like a bit of smack. I was like, bro, no.
He's like,
You cheeky. You
What?
cheeky little.
what? Say it, say it.
You can just see her just so frustrated. She makes just such a pouty face.
Fuming. Oh, absolutely fuming. I'm raging.
Raging, fucking raging.
But he laughs a bit and then he sort of dies down a bit and he's like, I'm just joking with you. Trying to lighten the mood.
Yes, well, you done it. Congratulations. You're very good at doing that.
He flashes a big smile with his fangs.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, Kilina just says, well, I do trust you a lot. We've only known each other for such a short time, but I am very grateful that I've been able to become your friend.
He smiles. And he's like, I really appreciate that. I'm grateful that you're my friend as well.
Dude.
What? What, Ben? What are you thinking?
And just says, dude.
Nothing.
You said dude.
No, cute.
Aw, he said
Oh!
cute. It sounded like dude.
Yeah, it sounded like, dude,
Dude.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're upset or something, but yeah. Yeah, Kalina, like, she's just thinking for a bit. And she just kind of blurts out, "Have you ever seen anything in a siren before?" And then she, like, thinks for a moment, and then she realizes what she just did. She's just like, "I did not mean to say that out loud. I am so sorry."
And he's like, no, it's fine. Just have to think on it. I don't think I've actually ever encountered a siren.
Kalina sighs and just says, "Good. Good." I will say that when I saw you in the siren, I did think it was you for a moment, but then I realized that they didn't get your smile right.
What was wrong about it?
It wasn't cheeky enough.
Oh. He scoffs. He's like, oh.
So how dare they miss that? How dare they?
Well, they were probably trying to be all, and he does a little hand motion, seductive and all that. And you've never seen that side of me, so
God.
it makes sense that it was very foreign looking to you.
Elena, she just like puts a hand, like her head in one of her hands. She's like, "Oh, stars, okay." I just see the fan in your hands, Eros. You're just like, it's like, I don't know, man.
I'm gay, what can I say? I gotta have my fucking clacker fan.
Exactly.
Here comes the hurricane, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Kalina. She's just like, Kane.
Yeah. And then he says, you said you saw multiple faces. Who else did you see? Other than moi.
Just past few crushes and one other man. His name is Farron. He's an acquaintance of ours on through this.
I think I saw him briefly. The
Yes, the
blonde one.
yes, the blonde one with the feathered hat.
Yeah, the big
That
hat.
one. Yes.
Blonde one with the hat.
Yes, that's him.
Oh. And he like thinks about it. It's like, Just like, I don't know.
Kalina just like looks at him and sees that he's thinking. She's like, "All right, now what are you thinking?"
And he's like, oh, nothing. I just think that it's funny. It's a little funny.
Funny about what?
I don't know. Someone might be able to see similarity between Baron's aesthetic and mine. And it's funny that you saw the both of us. And then he gives you a look. I was like, it's like, what? What? Long hair, a little. And then he like gestures to his chest. Just like a little slutty.
Tits out.
A
tits
little.
out.
And older. And okay, not to bring him up, but you said Tobias was older, so
Yes.
is it a fair assumption to say that you have a thing for older men?
Kalina just like you could just see her just make a pouty face.
He's being very bastard.
He's being such a bastard right now.
It's the easiest way he knows how to draw your attention away from those bad feelings.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh, I'm
By
gonna
being a
be
little
bad.
shit.
Exactly. But yeah, Kalina's just like, yes, all right. right, all right. Yes, I do. Farron and I actually went out a bit, but I wanted to stop things, because, well, we want different things. He wants to travel the world, and I want to put down roots at some point.
Yeah. That's always a bit of a showstopper.
Yes,
Get things to an end quickly.
yes. I guess it's more frustrating because I'm, well, on the younger side, and not many people my age want to do that.
I mean, there's a whole world of people out there. You're bound to find
Yes.
somebody.
Yes, just what if I can't do it in time?
And with your taste in older men, you're sure to find somebody that wants to settle down at that age.
Just cute little. You really know how to put a smile on my face, don't you?
Yes.
What? Thank you for this. I needed it more than I can express. And
Of
apologies
course.
about just bursting in. I had somewhat forgotten that the portal leads to the throne room.
It's quite alright. I
I
wasn't
hope I didn't interrupt
that
anything
busy.
too important.
It's not much to do, it's just general tedious paperwork and things.
Yes, I know that all too well. I do.
There's been a lot of
That's
back and
half of my
forth
job.
with, and he nods, he says, yes, there's been a lot of back and forth with, my older siblings,
Oh,
as we are sort of, discussing a lot of what you all are doing and, you know, next steps, next actions,
close.
trying to have our people and our citizens, ally our forces a little more cohesively and such.
As Caleb has a Capri Sun just hanging out of his mouth.
Get the Capri Sun.
I mean, I'm not judging. Capri Sun is good. That's
You got
good
the
shit.
you got the kiwi strawberry one.
Ah, yeah, that's a good one. That's the best one.
But he's gonna talk about the political bullshit that he's been having to deal with.
Yeah,
He's like,
more.
I'm also trying to find the scattered remains of Abolit's followers that have sort of gone to the wind.
Yes.
Sort of regroup them and figure out how, in time, that we can
Okay,
rebuild.
Yeah, you go to bed, Jade. It's
Thank you.
okay.
It's
We're
okay.
just talking about. It's just the drama hour, so
It's
it's
just gonna.
not required.
You'll be able to catch the last bit of it later. But
Yeah. We love the drama.
he's like,
We love the telenovelas.
he says that that they're attempting to rebuild Avalit's old temple and city, and that
Ooh.
they first need to gather people and then work from there, and then that takes a lot of work since they're in the deep realm. They're trying to talk with people on the surface and stuff. And he says that it's been a whole fucking, like, disaster with that.
Oh. And Kalia's just like, oh dear. Well, hopefully soon it'll settle. And
Yes.
hopefully soon, at the very... My words are not right now. I've had a long day. Long week. Long... How long have we been
Couple of days, couple of months,
Yes.
long couple of months.
Yes. Very.
Mm.
But yes, hopefully, you'll be able to track down those followers, and I hope that once more come out of hiding, the rest will follow suit. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Once
Yes.
people learn that Abelet is back, then
Yes.
I feel like his followers would slowly start coming out of the woodworks.
Yes. I know that he doesn't want to do this, and I've been bickering with him. Not actual fights, but, you know.
Siblings.
We, as a group, personally think that the easiest and most efficient and best way for him to regain his following is to actually announce himself instead of it just being word of mouth. He needs to actually make an appearance. And, you know,
That would be very wise.
if all of us are standing together and people see that all of us are reunited, then surely people will come forward. But he wants to remain that anonymity. And he's like, you can see him struggle over his words. He like
Oh,
his teeth.
yes, anonymity.
Anonymity. Yes.
Anonymity. Yes, there you got it. You got it. There you go.
Words are hard. Words are hard.
Hey, I know. I do them every day.
I don't know how.
It's my job. Well, if you want to have some sort of big gathering... No, hear me out. I might have an idea.
I'm always up for ideas.
What about a ball?
Oh
A
goodness.
huge ball. Big gathering, maybe right even here in the Deep Realm.
Oh good lord, I haven't had a gathering here and he like oh jeez.
Well, I hope you can clean up the place.
You see him go through the 5 stages of grief.
We all know Kalina just wants an excuse to dress up pretty.
And he's like, can somebody else host?
Suppose, but it would be nice if it were here. It shows your presence as well. Because
Yes.
you've also been in hiding for centuries, as far as I'm aware.
Yes, but people never liked me as much. Up on the surface. Anyways. So,
Things have changed. Quite a number of people have shown their appreciation towards you. You'd be surprised.
he still seems unsure. Twitchy.
Hey, if I can trust you after you almost essentially kidnapped me, then
Guilty look.
hey, it's all right. It's all right. It's in the past. Like she's kind of like patting his face.
And he's like,
It's in the past. If I can trust you this much, that a siren decided that you would be a suitable candidate for luring me into my death, then I think that anyone who comes across you would trust you.
I appreciate your kind words, but I have my doubts.
There's only one way to truly find out, though, isn't there?
Mm. All
Roll for
right.
persuasion.
All right. I'll at least talk with the others, get their opinions on it, and I know that you've been gathering up the 7, so
Yes.
maybe I can write a letter real quick and can have that that boy Dusk was his name, right?
Yes, Dusk. That's your nephew, technically.
Yes. Don't make me sound like a bad uncle.
No. It's all right. It's all right.
Dusk.
Yep,
I can
there's so
send
many
Dusk
family
with a
members.
letter for Terry. Oh goodness.
You have so many nieces and nephews. Oh, stars.
I haven't even met most of them.
Well, a ball would be a good excuse to do that.
Oh my god.
What'd you say, Caleb?
What'd you say?
Imagine doing a family gathering.
Oh God.
I'm like,
Oh no, and all
imagine that.
with all of Miranda's
oh,
children. Oh God.
man.
Garrison, please.
Just. Oh, Christ. All of
Is that supposed to
Miranda's
be-
kids.
Is that supposed to be you or Kane?
It's just general reaction.
But yeah, Kalinas just says, yeah, she says what she says.
Yeah. He's bowing his head like a fucking chicken over there.
Osprey. That's what he's doing right now, currently in the bar. He's dancing, he's busting a move. He's just busting a move on the dance floor. Oh shit, here you go. Oh shit. The chat literally can't see anything.
This is so stupid. We're fucking bobbing our heads to nothing. Nothing!
One of these days we have to like show like.
Oh yeah,
a
have face
cam
cam.
in
Yeah, but that means
the
we need to
stream.
clean up our rooms.
Ugh.
Ah, never mind.
Ugh.
Everybody, ugh. It makes a sound of disgust.
To be fair, for me, like it's in me in my
Look,
closet. I just do this and I'll be
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. You got
Yeah.
the flag. It's fine.
It's fine.
I'd need to.
The rest of y'all.
No comment.
But yeah,
At least
anyway,
I'm in my office.
yeah, but yeah, Kalina's just
Green
like
screen.
laughing so hard.
Mhm.
So Paula just like leaning on Kane.
And Kane's like, oh, goodness. Should I start writing that letter now?
Maybe in a bit though. It's quite comfortable here.
Let's hope you don't
What?
have another allergic reaction.
Ha ha, very funny.
You're allergic to me.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
And he just stares at you and blinks.
Hey, even if I am, that's not gonna stop me from hugging you. Never. You give
It's
great
like-
hugs.
That's like the same like vibe as lactose intolerant people
Yeah.
still
Yes.
drinking milk and shit.
Yeah.
And dairy and shit.
You can pry this cheese from my cold, dead fingers.
God, that's Kalina, but just like her hanging on to Kane. It's like, you will pry my friend
Imagine
for my
being
cold.
allergic to your best friend. God.
Every person
But
who's allergic to a specific type of animal but owns that animal.
Exactly.
Allergic to dogs, I have a dog. I am sneezy, but I have a dog.
Exactly.
I'm also allergic to my
But yeah, Kalina, she's just like, I'm quite comfortable here. I'm not gonna move. And even if I was allergic to you, I'm still not gonna move. You're very comfy. It doesn't help that you're so much taller than me and generally bigger.
And he's just like looking at you, just like,
You dirty!
not a dirty look, but just a cheeky look. But you interpreted that. And he's like, I wasn't. You were the one thinking it, not me.
Play with my Kalina.
Kalina, she just... Her face just goes really red.
Eh.
She just says, you know, maybe you can write something in that letter now. And she starts to get up.
Oh,
Is Cambridge
come
still
on.
holding on to her? He's like, no, come back, cuddle buddy, you're warm.
And then he's just
I feel like
laying, he's just laying there like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's like,
What
no,
the
my
fuck?
cuddle buddy, you're warm, and I'm cold.
Always cold.
My heating pad.
My heating blankie.
My heating blankie.
There's so much going on. Ben's got a
It
sock
really-
puppet.
Yeah, Ben's got a sock puppet. Or something.
Okay. This is for my drawing tablet.
Bro, he's sucking drawing. Caleb's on his phone.
I've
Playing
got
a
my,
game.
I got my notepad.
Yeah.
Playing Bejeweled.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ghosts and goblins.
But yeah.
Knocked off Bejeweled.
Kalina, like, she just, like, gets, like, does she basically just get, like, brought back down to him? Just like, no, stay here.
No, she like gets up, and Kane's just left laying there like,
He's
I
like,
didn't do anything. You're the one who's
She's-
dirty.
He's like, I didn't say anything. You're the one that's dirty. She's like, no, I'm not. I was just. You... Mm.
Get your mind out of the gutter, young lady.
Lady! It's me. Sir.
Hmm.
And she just like. Basically just like. Gets back on the pile. Just like, listen here, mister. Listen here.
He's just like, what?
Is that what you gonna do?
What are you gonna
What
do?
What you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do? Huh?
Do something about it. I fucking dare you.
She's just like, you. Cat, what that thing against you? Why can't I ever do that?
She just shrugs.
Well, I don't know, man. Maybe I just don't have the heart to.
Hmm.
It's like, ah. Cue the aw track.
Oh.
Ah. I can call you old, though.
And you wouldn't be
Uh-huh,
wrong.
man.
Everybody knows I'm old.
Of course you're old. You're what? What, at least 40?
400,000.
So 40.
Give or take.
400,000.
Give or take? What do you mean, give or take?
I don't count the individual years. That's too much of a fucking hassle.
I feel like she kind of blinks. It's just like, you know, that actually kind of makes sense. Like, huh.
If I made a big celebration for every year I was alive, there'd be no money left in the world. Imagine that for every one of us.
Oh, gosh.
We'd make every civilization bankrupt.
Well, how
Do it.
often do you celebrate?
Every 10,000 years, I think at this point. Once we hit the 20,000, we started doing it every 10,000. But before then, it was every 5,000. And a little bit before that, it was every 1,000. So, like, the older we get, the less we celebrate.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
But, I mean, when we hit bigger milestones, you know.
Yes. Celebrate more, maybe.
Mm-hmm. 50,000 is, like, the big one. That,
So
we
you're
usually
not
get
that
to.
old.
Oh, God. Fuck off.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just hope I make it to the next celebration of yours. What?
And he's like, I'm not that close to 50,000. Jeez.
Oh, that means I just missed it. Oh no! I just missed it, didn't I?
I'm only about 420,000. So, you missed it by about 20,000 years.
Well, it's not too late. I can figure something out to get to the next party. I can figure something out.
Time travel.
Time travel.
You can hear a distant voice of Anastasis. Time travel.
Time travel. We're going back in time.
Back to the future.
Shiny.
But yeah, Kalia's just like, I'll figure something out. I will.
Seriously, it's not that important.
Not
Ages.
to
Ages are relevant at this time.
me. You're too tired.
Yes. I'm too tired to care about my age as long as I'm not dead. And then I don't get to care about it anymore because I'm dead.
Let's hope you don't get there yet.
Who knows?
Hey, you've made it this far. And look at you. You're not too bad.
You had to think on it for a second, didn't you?
Think what I do. I'm sorry. You know I think a lot. I can't help it.
You don't have to hide it. I know I'm a fucking hot disaster. I'm one
Right
foot in
about-
death's door at all times.
Oh dear. Oh, stars.
Late night talks with the god.
Yeah. I mean, yes, you are a disaster. You got that half right.
Hmm.
And she has like a cheeky grin back. It's like, what? I'm not handsome, bruh.
You just kind of like,
Yeah. It's like, what? It's true. And maybe the other half is right too. Maybe. Maybe.
he's just cheeky. Cheeky. Cheeky Nando's. But, it's about at this point that, the door to the throne room, like one of the side
Oh,
doors
no.
opens up, and Amulet steps out, and he's like,
Oh no!
what the fuck are you doing in here? You're being so goddamn noisy.
Oh.
Who do you have over here at this hour?
Oh my god, it's a cat.
Cat! Oh, she's baby!
Look at the belly.
Oh,
Look at that
the
pouch.
feet.
The feet.
Look at him Pete's. Oh, baby.
God, I wish chat could see the baby.
Baby.
It's wonderful.
Oh.
Baby.
But, yeah.
God,
Ablett,
Ablett,
Ablett comes in. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm being loud in here. Wake me up. Yeah.
Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. But yeah, like Kalina, she just like perks her head up, just like lifts her head like rapidly off a cane. It's like, oh, sorry, Hamlet. Oops.
And Evelyn just kind of like looks at you. He's very tired. He's just like, I'm too tired for this. I'm gonna go back to bed. He shuffles off.
And Kalina's face, you could just see like growing bright red, cause like she can kind of infer just like what he might have thought that he just walked in on. She's just like, she has her thinking face, she's overthinking, and you could just see her face just like going bright red, just like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
And Kane just sort of waves you. Oh, it's like, don't worry, he's not awake enough to have big thoughts like that.
Are you calling him daft?
I mean, when he's just woken up, he's a
The light
bit
is
of a
not
daft.
on upstairs, isn't it?
Yeah.
The light's on everywhere else, just not in his head.
Yes. I love him dearly, but sometimes he's a bit of a no brain going on moment.
No thoughts, head empty.
Yes, no thoughts, head empty.
Is that what the kids say now?
I think so. I think I've had a couple people saying that about no thoughts, head empty. That is accurate to describe my brother at many times.
Oh dear. I'm guessing this banter goes on for quite a while.
Yes. So, you two talk and shit, and when you're ready to go, he writes up a quick copy of the letter that's gonna eventually be sent out to all the siblings.
Yeah.
But just one for Tiranali. Just to be like, hey yo, here's what's going on. Peace.
Oh god. I both hate and love the makers of this eraser because they made it taste absolutely disgusting, which prevents my dog from eating it. But
Why
it also
did you
prevents
eat
me
it?
stimming, because I stim with my mouth open.
Puts it in his mouth.
No, my dog ate my eraser. That's why I had to buy a new one.
Oh, sad.
Oh dear.
But yeah, he sends you back with a letter to give to Dusk, to give to Tiranali.
And Kane definitely gives him, or not Kane, yeah, Kalina definitely gives him one last big hug.
Yeah.
Just like, squeeze. You know, hugs him like as tight as she can, which probably isn't that much, and he probably wouldn't react.
Yeah. He gives you a hug back, and he's like, alright, go get your rest.
No, but you're comfy.
Mmm.
No, make
Cry
me.
about it.
Isn't Tagok gonna be worried about you? If you just disappear so suddenly.
She'll be fine. I've done it once before. She can deal with that.
She's crazy.
Yes, I know that. That's why I hired her.
Kalina, she'll rip apart the whole manor looking for you. And then she'll come here and rip apart my palace.
She won't get that far. Probably.
Probably. Go!
It's
I've got a lot of... I also have a lot of letters to write, so...
Okay, fine.
I will
lost
see...
my cuddle buddy.
I will see you later, Kalina.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
And she like does like a, hold on, I'm gonna turn on my camera just so I can show you. Like as she's walking through the porch, she's like, bye. Bye.
And she leaves. By the time you get back, everybody else is asleep.
Dang.
We've been there for a hot fucking minute.
Damn.
Everybody else has gone to bed.
I would imagine Anastasia's would be doing like a midnight, for one of a better term, midnight run.
He's
Yes.
God,
running,
that would
to
be
get-
fucking terrifying. Just seeing Azurulius just like this
lumbering,
9-foot tall man just bolting.
lumbering through the fucking town. Like,
Probably not the first time.
Mama, it's the boogeyman. No,
he's
this is Anastasia, sweetie.
he's back. Yeah.
I like.
It's the boogeyman.
How
He's
did you-
gonna boogie down.
And like he
Down.
would do like sometimes go like atop buildings just to get a vantage point of where he is.
God.
It's not about the money, Spider-Man.
The fucking Mets.
Baby,
But the
Mets.
Mets.
It's about the Mets, baby. The Mets.
But then when he goes to like do one of these actions, he feels like some sort of fear starting to grow in, and he has need to go deal with this.
He's got his 5 o'clock shadow. He's like,
Yep.
we need to go shave.
I don't very much care for me puberty beard.
Yeah.
And so
Anastasius tried the beard look. Didn't suit him.
it just looks like a lot of tentacles on his like,
Yeah.
and so he goes to shave. And do you think he'd run into Kalina? And I'm asking Foxy.
I was
Foxy?
eating mushrooms.
Oh. Mushroom.
And no chat, we will not get context.
She just eats mushrooms. From the ground.
Why not?
Finds fairy circles. Gets them
And
straight off the
I
ground.
find fairy circles and that I eat them.
Mm-hmm. Fairies hate her for this one weird trick.
Yep.
But,
But yeah,
yeah,
sorry,
but-
what did you say, Ben?
Yeah.
Do you, Kalina, think, Foxy, think that Kalina and Anastasius would run into each other while he's coming back into the house from his run?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, flip a coin, roll a dice, I don't know. Heads
Even
for
or
yes,
wrong.
tails for no. Heads for yes, tails for no.
I'm rolling a d20.
Even a rod.
Even
Evens then. For yes.
16.
Okay, so yes.
Okay, so Anastasius just says, "Hey, you just coming home from the deep realm?"
Yes, I am.
Well, I hope it was a good visit, and
Was. It always
I
is.
hope you found someone outside of the group to like get your feelings off of.
Oh yes, I did. Always
So-
know who to go to.
Of course. So, what made you want to talk to said person for a long time?
Well,
Like,
I can
what-
trust him. I trust
Understood.
him a lot.
And with that, Anastasius would go to like his room and says good night.
Yeah. And Kalina does the same She gets ready for bed, her nightly routine, and then goes to bed.
Hey Colbert. Do you bring Jade back to the manor tonight?
Oh.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're with Jade. We know the
Yeah,
implications
I'm
of that.
with
Eh,
Homosexual.
I will
Happy
say-
Pride Month!
I will say at the club, he definitely took a sip of whatever Jade was drinking as bird form. Got absolutely fucking
Hammered.
and that was the dance. And then he like danced like an idiot as a bird.
Bird.
And then turned into fish boy, danced some more, and then invited Jade back.
You want to get back to my place? Yeah. And with that, that marks the end of tonight's session. In the morning, Kalina will give the letter to Dusk,
yeah.
and well, we gotta talk with Tiranali and see what the next couple of steps are before heading on to Frost's temple. Bet you forgot about that.
Yeah.
But we hope you all enjoyed tonight's session. We can't wait to see you week after the next. So
Yeah.
not this first week of the 8th, but or the 7th, but the 14th.
Yeah.
July the 14th is the next day we will be having a session,
Well,
and we hope to see you all then. Have a good night.
good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.